It was actually an amazing experience, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm upset because
Recap the house, man.
I was triggered, man. There were so many times when I wake up in that house, I head downstairs, and I would just be triggered. I'd be triggered by what I saw, the people I saw, what they would say.
Oh, well,
And now I wake up by myself. My room is clean,
It's
but
clean.
it's empty.
But it's just
lonely,
you.
man.
It's just you. You
It's
don't
not the same, man.
You don't hear the noises, man. Them getting roasted, music.
Trust me, the times are coming out just because niggas are getting roasted, man. And now, look,
Yeah.
welcome back to Sliders Podcast. I'm your host, Mo. We're Sliders.
Yes,
And we want to wish you a happy new year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, from the Sliders family. All right, we've got our host.
Lumberjack out here chopping down trees, left, right, centre.
For the
Come on.
Amazonian queens.
Man on
Let's
the
go.
street and that.
Mhm.
Love to see it. Anyway.
And who's tough? Find out on the pod, aka the champion,
Yes,
sliding
sir.
into the new year.
Actually, I don't even think I said my name. I'm Tom.
Yeah, he's a lumberjack. You know, I just realized that this, like,
The
Flannel.
the flannel
With the
goes to the
rolled up
lumberjack.
sleeves,
That's
bro.
why I
yeah.
wore it.
I didn't think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
until now. I thought you just wearing that.
And
just
the cap too. It's dynamic.
you look like Wolverine,
Yeah, yeah.
Logan
yeah.
type shit.
Every time they start the scene, the movie, he's always like just chopping wood, sleeves out, just doing that.
But yeah. So what we're gonna be doing today is just we're gonna try and summarize the year, and that's just for us on a personal level, how the year's been.
Yep.
On a worldly level, so talking about big events, and I think what will be really interesting to start with anyway is actually our Spotify Wrapped
Yes, sir.
for the year. So we've got that on Tom's laptop over here. Sorry, his MacBook to be precise.
Because we got money.
He got money,
That's cap. Mo got that conservative money.
but I'm over here with.
Okay.
What
Fucking
brand is
Casio
it? What
watch.
brand is it? I swear this is fucking Hugo Boss, brother.
No, this is
I said handcrafted by the actual Hugo Boss. That's crazy, bro.
I swear he has the same tailor as Boris Johnson.
Bro.
And if I heard if you check,
man
if
doesn't
you
have
check
a
his
tailor,
pocket, he has a little bit of coke there too. Tucked away neatly.
all right. So running through the Spotify Wrap, what's the first thing we're seeing, Tom?
Alright, on January 3rd, we released our first episode of the year.
And what
that
was
was
it called?
episode 28. New year, new energy.
Oh, so that was actually our New Year's
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Released that on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
You know
that's
what I was thinking about that, yeah? Should we do New Year, New Energy each year for the same title? Like, should it be the same
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
I don't think so.
Should it be a different
It
title?
should be New Year, New Year, new something, but I don't think it should be New Year, new energy.
Fair
You
enough.
can change the last word.
I don't know. We'll
Hey,
figure it out.
we can
We'll
figure
figure
it out.
it out,
yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
Guys, we're not recording this on New Year's at all. This is, we're all gonna be away for New Year's.
You're ruining the magic behind the camera,
It's
Tom.
magic. This is the start of December right now, bro.
Oh, please. And if we're wearing the same things we're wearing on Christmas Day, it's because we're broke. I'd rather have them believe that, Tom.
It's the start of December. We're recording like 4 episodes today. This is our last day of recording before we all leave.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, next
Yeah, no, this
one.
Okay.
Your show made some new friends in new places. You got your first streams in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Shout out my
we
brothers
go.
in Hong Kong. I know
Who's
I
streaming in
know
Hong
who it was
Kong?
as well. Shout out you, man. Still.
For
Do
real?
you know someone in Hong Kong?
Who do you meet? How you meet people in Hong Kong?
This whole time we brought up China, he hasn't said anything about you know someone.
First
But-
of all, Sean lives in Malaysia. That's number one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but I do know people in Hong Kong. Shout out them.
Nah,
man.
we nearly had this guy for a second.
Damn, Hong Kong. You know, shout out to anyone that listens in Hong Kong, man. What's the next one?
All
What
right.
else we got?
You had some impressive growth this year. Can't wait for what you see next. We had 150% increase in followers, 141% increase in hours,
Yep.
and 110% increase in streams.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of people. Like,
Whoa.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when we started, because obviously we started. That was when we started. We started YouTube this year, didn't we?
Yeah. Started YouTube this year, but we
yeah.
started
So
this,
no,
the
but
podcast.
because it grew as soon as we started YouTube, innit? So one of them was that because we were still in single digits for everything.
Like Mo, if you have access to the drive, you can go there and you can see the goals folder. I have a record of what our streams are on in January. I think we doubled in streams.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, well done. Hey.
Yeah.
In 2021,
crazy.
you and your fans had a moment. Many of them actually.
Did they send us something?
28 fans listen to you more than any other podcast.
And shout out to all 20 of you.
Yeah,
man.
20 of you.
Yeah,
Damn.
man, there. So that's if we're number. I think that's if we're number one on the podcast they've listened to this year.
Damn.
We'll take that, man.
So that means we're number one on 20 people's.
Post it on your stories. Share the love.
Please.
Show the love.
Please.
Yeah. Damn, what else we got, man?
For fans listen to most of your episodes.
So that's like 4.
So that means they're actually listening every week.
Yeah.
4 of them listening like every week.
That's
They're
hard,
missing,
man.
like, they're missing like maybe the one off.
Because I get tired of our voices sometimes, you know.
I don't listen back to the podcast. I don't know how you man do it. But
No, I'm just talking about when I'm with you, Tom. I get tired of your voice. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about playback.
I hear that.
I'm talking about present time.
Not to mention seeing your faces too. I mean, if we're at it. We're being honest.
think about how it is having you niggas in my house.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we're not sure what they play in outer space, but here's how your fans around the globe listen to you.
Okay.
33% of your fans listen to you between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m., making it the most popular time.
11 a.m.
Podcast is high on the to-do list.
Probably when they're out doing shit.
Yeah.
Fairs.
You released 1,948 minutes of content across 46 episodes.
That's
Jeez.
disgusting.
Again,
That's crazy.
this is start December, I think. So no, there'll be like 3 more episodes released this year.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
Nearly 2K.
Damn.
Thanks for sharing with us. Same time next year. That's it.
Same time next year, you know. We'll see. Do you deserve the same time next year? Where's the 200 subs?
Where is the
Where's
200
subs?
subs,
Where is
actually?
it,
And
Where's Sliders Miami?
Where is it?
Sliders Miami too.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make a cash up sliders because I don't want people sending money to South.
What? Tom, you're an enemy of progress. If I win, we all win.
No, because you're not gonna give us money.
That's not important. That's not important. But
What
like
do you mean
I
that's not important?
my win is you man's win. You don't have to have the money in your pockets,
Yes,
fam.
we do.
If no.
Unless it's been spent on something for the podcast,
It's
I don't
like-
want to hear it.
It's like when Messi scores a goal, yeah, it's the team's win, but Messi scored it.
It's like
That's
if
not the
Ma-
same
no, It's like
thing.
if
It's
Messi
the
wins
same-
a Ballon d'Or, but what's the award called?
The Ballon d'Or, that is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or, yeah.
If like Messi wins that, what does that do for Barcelona?
No, but
Not a
they're
lot.
proud
No,
because they have a
I
Ballon
don't-
d'Or.
I don't wanna hear it.
They have a Ballon d'Or winner on
Okay,
their
no, I don't
team.
want to hear it, bruv.
No, but that's different. That's an award that can only go to one person. Now let's talk about fucking. If there's an award for you, like let's say the fucking Mobo, some mad shit like that, yeah. If you get that, that is a W for the pod.
Yeah.
Because you're a member of the pod.
There we go.
But in terms of people trying to appreciate and, you know, I don't know, trying to
Support the podcast.
support the pod,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense for them.
No, but they're supporting their favorite host, though. I think this is where the
Then why
greed-
the hell are they sending
this
money
is-
to you?
This
Word.
is how. This
Why
is
are
how
they sending
people.
money to Tap? Because we all
You know
know
what?
Tap ain't the
guys,
biggest host.
guys,
It can't be
money
tough.
isn't
Can't be
important.
tough.
No, you man. We need to remember that money isn't everything.
Then
yeah.
why do you ask
Don't
for
let
it?
money.
Tap, why do you ask for it?
I'm asking
Well,
for it
no,
because
why do you
I'm
ask
asking
for
for
it?
it because I need it, but it's not important. The way you man are trying to say Taff, no, guys, you're being selfish.
You're moving Higgy right now, bruv.
I'm not.
Starting to sound
I'm
like
not.
Boris in them interviews.
You're the ones that are talking about, oh, Taff, why do you need money? But bro, let's
So
be
money's
serious.
going to be the fall of this pod.
No, it's gonna because of you two. You're
Does the
greed.
podcast end today? Is that what you're saying?
No,
In this
no.
In this
Tap,
episode
you're
right now.
very crazy right now. Because Tap, I didn't say I'm going to make my own stuff. I didn't say I'm going to make my own cash app. I said I'll make one for the podcast.
Okay.
Then you had an issue with that. Why is that a problem?
You lot have an issue with people sending a fellow host member money.
I just
Let's-
said, why
you
is that
need to check
podcast?
yourselves,
No, because
first
you
of all.
no, because you constantly saying Sliders Miami.
Yeah.
And you say send it money to the cash app, but you've already said, I think it was even off camera, that big man, that if it's come to my cash app, that money's for me.
Well, if it's off camera, Tom, there's no
there
evidence.
we go.
There's no evidence of
There
such
we
a
go.
conversation
Alright,
happening.
move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
and
let's recap.
and just our final thanks, you know.
Niggas, bro.
Thank you to everyone that subscribes. Thank you to everyone that likes our content on every social media platform.
That's true.
Everyone that speaks to us on the in the comment section. Like honestly, it's generally so encouraging that
Real life
people
as well.
just that chat to us. Like exactly, everyone that's come to us in real life to just say, "Yo, we like what you do," or "Yo, from the pod, I like the content." Yeah, and I just feel grateful to provide some value to the world in terms of helping people, with their uni decision. Because some people are making choices on whether or not they should go uni based on an Ask a Student we done, fam. That's how crazy.
That's
it is.
mad. You guys need to check out some more validated sources.
Yeah,
That's an unreliable source.
yeah.
Alright,
But just to be a
alright,
part of that process
yeah.
for you,
It's
to
crazy.
come into uni. Even though uni's a scam, innit? I don't know how proud I am to be assisting you in this. It's like a doctor in assisted suicide. Like, are you proud that you completed your job, or
That's
is it a bit?
different, bro. We're not gonna get into that.
Okay,
That's a mad. I don't even know how that example came to mind, bro. We're not gonna get into
Because
that.
uni's a
brother.
scam.
But you, man,
yeah.
that approached me in Tesco, listen, if you approach me in Tesco,
Your mic's on.
Sorry, if you
Even in the new year.
if you approach me in Tesco at
Some
7
things don't
a.m.,
change.
listen, just say hello, keep it stepping. Because these brothers are stopping me. I'm looking a mess at 7 a.m. If I'm going to Tesco at 7 a.m., there's already an issue.
Yeah.
It means, because this is more time. In a 3-day sleepless thing, I'm out here doing my assignments. I'm going there looking like an absolute zombie.
Okay.
And man, them approach me saying, I'm not even wearing shoes, I'm wearing sliders outside.
As you should.
Nah, Tom's moving bougie, fam.
Sliders everywhere, you know.
Already, we don't even have 200 subscribers, and you're talking about if you see me in public, just
If I'm
keep
looking
it short.
bum, if I'm keeping bum, listen, if I'm looking bummy, please do.
This is all I'm
It's
saying.
no,
is-
no,
You're a
thing is-
celeb.
thing
You're a
is-
celeb.
Thing
This,
is, no, thing is,
no,
I'm
he's
thinking-
moving mad, Mo.
No,
Don't
I'm not
lie.
moving mad.
For him to
I'm
be
not
talking
moving
like
mad.
this,
Can I finish? Can I
the
finish, please?
subscribers
Can I
gone
finish,
to his
please?
head.
Can I finish, please? No,
Let him
because
know.
the fact that I got approached twice at 7 a.m. in Tesco, and the fact that when I say I feel embarrassed because the way I'm dressed, because like someone's listening to the podcast, the way they see me in Tesco, you man don't even see me.
Look how you're dressed now.
Yeah, but it's different. I'm not in person. But if someone approaches me in person, it's like I'm stuck in a sticky spot.
Nah.
But it's all love. It's all banner. So
You know how it is, bro. I've always been humble. I've always showed love to people that have seen me in person.
swear.
So I even cry sometimes, bro. Anyone that's seen me out, bro, like they probably seen me shed tears and stuff, man,
All right.
because it means that much.
Yeah, Robo some shed tears.
Yeah.
But
Crocodile tears, bro.
what I do want to say is we've really picked up all the people that followed us and all that stuff this year.
Yeah.
Our YouTube channel started this year. We've got 184 subscribers as of now.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we're aiming for 200 and even more than that in the near future. Hopefully, 200 by the end of the year. But to have 184 alone is
Yeah.
an achievement that we're very happy
It's
to
an
have. That's
achievement,
184 people that
Click subscribe.
click sub.
Yeah. And what I like
mad.
about that too is like we shared the podcast and we didn't like pressure people to subscribe or anything or say just where it's like what's it called now? Just vanity metrics where
you
it's
mean
empty
that
subscriptions.
You mean that man that say get my channel to so subs before I drop a video? And that's
Yeah. Or like we didn't try and
yeah,
force
them
the
ones.
subscriptions in that sense where it's like I like to know that genuinely like those people subscribed of their own thing, like just say I like these guys and I'll drop them a subscription still. And yeah, man, hopefully we can continue to entertain you, join us in these conversations, send us some suggestions as well. Yeah. What else? Just to go into the new year.
Shout out to Chucky, my man.
Yeah.
Number one. Okay. If you comment on the videos, you'll know who it's you.
Oh, are you shouting out comments?
I'm just certain comments that stood out. I don't even think I can pull out all the comments because it's not on the notification thing anymore. So I
no,
don't
you can
know.
go to the comment section. Do you have YouTube Studio?
It's on YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
I'll do that. At the end then.
Yeah. Shout out Indigo Ocean.
Yeah, that man there.
Yep.
I'll shout out the rest of the individual.
Shout out Christina again. I know we really shout her out, but shout out Christina.
Yep. Shout out Christina.
Yeah.
100. Fowler, Terrell, like always like sharing the podcast and
Relake.
just watching. Relake. Shout out Relake. She was there when all we had was an iPhone and a dream, fam.
Oh, do you remember them ones where
Yeah.
you put that cloth under the iPhone?
Yeah, man. Just a bunch of rusty kids, one iPhone.
Do you know the funny
A
thing? If
little
you go
Mac.
back and listen, you can actually hear the quality of. You can
Yeah.
You can tell because it wasn't a recent iPhone. We used Taft's iPhone, so that was iPhone's. That was your old phone.
Yeah, my iPhone 7 that probably had like one mic working.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, to see what we've put together,
See how
some
much
lights,
money
some
we spent,
microphones.
bro.
We did all right, man. What else?
Then to go back and see how much money we spent. My heart.
Shout out Saif Ullah, Mohammed Chowdhury, Gabrielle S, Christina, Emmanuel Alegba. Is that Emmanuel?
That's
Yeah,
Emmanuel.
it's
Emmanuel.
All right,
Emmanuel.
I'll take back that shout.
Oh, jeez, man.
Shout out Oluranti Kuti.
Hey, Mo sister.
Shout out Talking with
know who that
You.
is,
Talking with You had some very interesting points.
Which one was that?
She was the one, the Just Us on Blackfishing video. So I'd say that was probably our most controversial video this year that stood out and really got engagement from people and just got out of people. And I think there's a nice back and forth between her and Mo where they're both sharing their perspectives on the
Respectfully.
matter. Respectfully, of
Respectfully.
course. Shout out Liz Atkins. My name's Amine.
This brother's known me for 8 years and he still butchers my last name. I'm tired.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
fucking tired. That's my sister.
No, but doesn't it? It does say Atkins on the thing as well.
No, it's not.
Atkins,
There's no
Atkins.
T. There's no T. This one, it's not even the full
Oh.
thing. It's not even hard to pronounce.
I know.
No, I fully thought that.
But Atkins
when I
is a
saw
real
that
name,
before,
so
it
Yeah,
I
but
was
it's
like,
not tough. Where's the T?
hey, it is what it is.
8 years,
But
bro.
anyway-
Man butchers my last name. Wow.
Hello to Childish Has. Who else we got here? Donito. Someone said, is it just me or does Mo sound like a young version of TY from AFTV?
Ty.
Shout out Kitchen.
It's just nonsense. Man.
Who else we got here? Oh,
That tie comment killed me.
Who's
bro.
this Soul Sabel?
yep. Shout out you. You watched the adult nursing video.
The one with Ivy, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Shout out our guests too,
Shout
fam.
out our guest. That's actually true.
Shout out the guests, fam.
The guests.
Shout out Ivy. Shout out Latifah.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Christina
Lawrence.
again.
Shout out Terrell. Shout out
Zaru.
Osaru.
PJ.
Shout out Josh. Shout out Samson.
Shout out PJ.
Shout out PJ, Richie. These are the PJ and
Erica. Shout out
Richie
Erica.
episode. Shout out Erica as well.
true.
We're shouting out Richie, but he didn't make his on-camera debut because of technical issues. But
My laptop broke. Bro.
yeah.
My laptop actually broke.
So yeah.
His episode was good. I was actually pissed at that. His
Yep.
episode was good as well.
Shout out David.
Who's David?
Another commenter. Things are looking up in the
Your
new
brother's name
year.
is TJ, yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out TJ, bro. Big up TJ and that.
Yeah, of course. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
What else we
You
got?
know-
No, because most brother actually puts the podcast on the story as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all his C11 friends for.
Peter Griffin, Empress Star X.
P. Griffin and Saga, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the people showing up for the ACS video. What else? Rosemary O. I'm not sure who Rosemary
Do
is.
you want to wrap up now? So.
Oh, they asked if we could do a review.
That's going all the way back.
It's been going on for a while, bro.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
wanna
thank
wrap-
you. Yeah,
you wanna
yeah.
wrap up, bro.
Yeah, of course. Again, obviously, I'd like to continue shouting out our fans, but Tom said that he doesn't want to hear the rest of it.
Okay,
This is why you should send your Cash App money to me. Vote for
Hey,
TAF.
We got a lot of
Anyway.
episodes to record today, man.
We do.
But yeah, overall, it's just
Yeah.
we just want to let you guys know that we appreciate the support that we've had across the past year, and even more than that, because we did technically start just before.
And
Last
there's not
year.
it's time on the pod to show
Yeah,
and share how much love
true.
we can
It's
give.
true. We continue to hope to get that support from you guys,
Mm-hmm.
as long as we continue to deserve it.
Well, I do, because he was like, Taff always forgets to thank you guys, but hey,
No, I thank you guys all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I was thanking you guys when he cut me off,
Guys, let's
actually.
be
Did I
united.
not bring it
For
up,
once,
Taff?
please.
Did I not bring it up?
trying.
I brought it up this time. I brought it up last time. Taff's just never grateful
trying.
until we remind him.
I'm trying. I was being
It's,
grateful.
all, it's all about optics stuff, innit?
And I was being-
It's all about optics stuff.
I don't know what optics
It's all
means. Yeah. So what we doing events in the year?
So events in the year, also going back to early January,
Mm-hmm.
there's they rushed the Capitol
Yes, they
in
did.
America. There's
The Tiki Torch Whites were at it again. What is this? What is this? The Tiki Torch man them did the Capitol rushing. You know what's mad? This guy cusses out black women. You man don't bat an eye. You don't bat an eye, Tom. You don't bat an eye.
What do you mean I don't bat
Oh,
an eye?
Lord.
You're moving like more time. I don't have to stop conversation because the way you man talk.
And I didn't cuss out anyone.
I didn't say anything.
I don't cuss out black
Tough,
women. I
tough.
just like to say that.
Tough. If needs be, I'll stop you. I'll stop you man for conversation. I didn't say nothing. Continue.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm actually withdrawn from
Actually-
anything political.
Alright.
You man had this one. You man had this one.
I
I'm
actually
sure.
didn't- I
I'm
actually
sure.
didn't say anything.
Cool. Like, I'd just like to give
Continue.
Could you give the breakdown of why they stormed the Capitol, or do we even remember it? Like
I mean,
that?
they stormed the Capitol because
Donald Trump lost, wasn't it?
What Donald Trump was saying after he lost the election in November last year, he was like, they stole the election because they found
Stop the count.
stop the count, all that shit, exactly.
Mhm.
And so the day that they stormed the Capitol, that was the day that Congress was going to ratify the election.
Yep.
So they're doing the actual process of like confirming, okay, cool, this state voted, blah blah blah. All these electoral college votes go to the Democrats or whatever, to Biden's side. Yeah.
Okay.
So what they want to do, so Trump had a speech across from the Capitol, maybe like an hour before they stormed.
Mm-hmm.
Then before they even stormed, while the speech was still going on, there were already people there getting ready to, like, they were putting pressure on the Capitol police and the security Then when his fucking speech ended, a lot more people came from all different sides. The security was lacking. They got through. They got in. Some people died, right? Pretty
I
sure.
don't think so.
No, they did. They shot.
There was injuries.
There was
No.
injuries.
I think no.
No, police officer died.
No, I remember.
police officer
Remember
died.
that lady? Didn't a lady get shot and die?
Oh, a lady did get
Because
shot.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if she died, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure she did. I'm
Remember,
sure
there was
she
that video of the woman trying to get through the door.
Then
and
she got shot. She got shot.
Yeah, she got shot.
By a man
By
on the
who?
other side.
I think it was the security guard. or
So,
something.
yeah.
But one of them was like, it's like
But yeah, I mean, these men, they were moving wild, man. I'm pretty sure most of them have held convictions already.
oh yeah, sorry,
yeah.
just to interject. I forgot to thank one specific person. I can't remember your name.
That's
I feel
great,
go
Tom.
back 'cause it was quite a
That's
while ago.
poor.
It was
That's
quite-
actually great,
sorry,
Tom.
it's
That's
actually-
poor.
I
You
honestly-
stopped the show.
I honestly can't remember your name. I'm sorry, but
Is there anything specific you can say?
this brother approached me while I was with a girl. Thank you. Let's continue.
Oh,
Damn.
He approached me while I was on a date, and
okay.
I appreciated that one. Let's continue.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so that happened. I mean, goes to show you can still have mad riots in America.
Mm-hmm. The fact that they even got that far, fam. All I'm saying is, if it was, you know, certain type of complexion doing that, they would have been ready, fam.
No, he's not wrong. More blood would have been bled, fam.
Yeah, definitely. There would have been a harsher treatment in that. And that's America is just sad. It's just sad when you talk about America, man. There's not too much wholesome stories that come out of that country. In other news, Kim Kardashian, she finally stopped keeping up with the Kardashians.
I mean, the whole show is over now, isn't it?
The whole show's done,
And
yeah.
they've been running for how many years now?
Too long, fam. Did you watch that?
Did I watch it?
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid, I would sit by my mum and watch it with her sometimes. But it was, drama sometimes, but it was just too long.
It was long. I don't even know what the storylines were about, fam. I don't know. That's just something else that happened this year. Astroworld happened this year.
Word.
We've already covered that. Check out the Astroworld episode. Cheeky plug. What else? And Travis Scott's done an interview. Speaking
he
of
has.
that, at the date of this recording,
He said he wasn't aware of anyone being hurt.
he said,
That's what he
and
said to her.
where
First of all, don't misquote Task's best friend.
Sorry, Tef. Why don't you go ahead and...
Yeah, all right, we'll talk about your best friend and his little coke habit. There we go. We can tell our prime minister to keep his nose where it should be,
Out of other people's business.
and out of other people's drugs.
Oh, gosh.
But no, Travis Scott's thing, yeah. Some people saying he shouldn't have done the interview that soon. Like maybe it's too soon for him to be coming out and making statements. He talked about the apology video as well. Said that he just wanted to get something out there. It was rushed.
Oh, so he said it was rushed.
Yeah, he said it was rushed. Like,
Mad.
because as soon as he heard there was fatalities, he said, "No, I need to make a video and speak about this," which is why it was unprepared and not as clean and polished, and the production wasn't to the level of people's liking.
No, I thought the film was great.
Oh, yeah,
Great production.
What's that filter called? Mono.
No clue.
a black and white filter. Yeah, but so there was also the dismissals that Travis Scott did. That they were going to happen. They were going to dismiss a couple cases. That's just how it is.
Yeah, he said that
Why
he's
are you
not.
saying that we're smiling?
No, nothing.
Man's like he's got away again.
I was looking at you in the car again. I was like, we're back to this. We're back to this.
I went back to the mic to speak. So,
There we go.
Tom, you're actually a mess.
Tom, why? Why, Tom? We need to get Tom.
He has one of those mics attached to his thing.
Yeah, you need a
Like a
lapel
lapel
mic,
mic,
fam.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have one in my room to be fair.
The podcast could sponsor Tom a fidget spinner.
I don't want to finish.
You need a fidget
I don't
spinner.
want a fidget
You know why you need a fidget spinner? Because you can lie back and
don't
instead
want
of
a
being
fidget
hunched over.
I need something that I can, I don't know, just fuck with.
Hey,
But anyway.
get Tom something that he can mess around with, just for us. Again, if you like seeing Tom like this, we'll continue. All I need is one comment to say, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Just one. Just one. I'll even make a fake account just to out Tom.
I'll do it on my burner.
Yeah. And for the audio listeners that are listening, Tom's hunched over, fiddling around with what seems to be a Kinder toy. Is that from a Kinder egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
wow.
There we
It
go.
is. I'm actually-
What, you think I'd buy this?
Well, you seem to enjoy it so much, Tom. Why not
it's
invest
Just
in
want to fidget with. You guys take away everything else I fidget with, so like,
You're making like we're out to steal your joy
Honestly.
They are.
I want to help you, Tom. I want to get you a fidget spinner out my own pocket,
I don't
fam.
want a fidget spinner.
You need it, Tom. It's prescription. What else has happened this year?
I mean, Prince Philip died. There was that.
I think he was dead long ago, fam.
I mean, the pictures didn't look too great.
We were just seeing a carcass for at least the last 5 years.
Oh, man, God rest his soul, man.
Yeah, God rest his soul, man. God rest his soul. Rihanna.
How's man busting bare jokes about my man? They say God rest his soul.
I mean, that's tough, man. What about Rihanna?
Well, it was before Tom rudely interrupted.
What about
I'm
Rihanna?
just saying that everything's wild.
But Rihanna got declared, was it national treasure?
Who?
Barbados. So she,
Oh, I swear
a
they-
hero, a national hero for her country.
because they became a republic.
Yeah, no, that's not related to them becoming a
No, but it was
republic.
on the same day.
It was on the same day it happened, though.
It's like as a part of the ceremony.
Yeah,
What they
so
were doing.
Barbados has fully
They're
left.
officially a republic. They're no
Yeah.
longer part of the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Elizabeth isn't the head of state over there
Okay.
anymore.
But did she even have an active role as head of state?
No,
So it's just a name.
it was
only,
all
isn't it?
symbolic.
Yeah.
Practically at that point.
Then why did it take so long?
I don't know.
Was it just organizing the party? Because it's all for show. Like the British Empire isn't.
Guess
what
it's
it
just
used to
tradition,
be.
I guess.
I guess so. I think
Why are you
Jamaica
looking at
had
me,
some
Tom?
words to say about doing that as well. And that
I didn't.
they might want to too. But yeah, I didn't know how big the Commonwealth was till I saw a little video on that too.
Yeah, man, you don't know what the British Empire was on back in the day.
It's crazy, fam.
Crud.
And even in that, yeah, do you think that they should have apologized? Because they did acknowledge the history of slavery that played in Barbados, the royal family and stuff.
Should they apologize?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
What does that apology mean?
It's more for what it symbolizes in that it acknowledges what happened and the country's remorse.
No, you can acknowledge what happened and understand that now it's wrong, but I don't know if there's much point in apologizing. If people will appreciate it, then sure, why not? But I don't know if people would be receptive to it. Like, would you be okay if they came down to South Africa or Zimbabwe and were just like, yeah, we're sorry about what we did before when you guys are getting. I don't know if Zimbabwe's.
I don't think Zim would care because of how we took back the thing. Because we used to be called Rhodesia, and then when the colonizers got kicked out, they changed it to Zimbabwe.
Rhodesia's a nice name though. So is Zimbabwe.
It means the land of stone houses.
What, Zimbabwe?
Because I think Zimbabwe has one of the oldest ruins of traditional tribes. So a bunch of stone houses is why they call it that.
Oh, mad.
But yeah, what's your take on them returning stolen African artifacts or treasures?
Don't involve
the
me.
British.
Ask Tom. I'm not political anymore.
That's cap.
No, I'm not political. I'm not talking politics on the pod again.
Why?
I'm not doing it.
Like the next episode is literally about politics.
Well, that's a
Actually,
shame. I guess I'm
The next
shush.
episode we're recording is actually about
I
politics.
guess I'm shush then.
Oh my
Are you
days!
serious?
Yeah.
No, we need this, bro. We literally listen. The listeners deserve this, man.
The listeners,
They need your unique perspective.
I apologize to the listeners.
Why?
I
Is
used,
this
I
your
used to speak
take
my
on
mind,
returning
but
the?
niggas will bury me, fam.
No one will bury you.
Nah.
No, why do you care?
My opinions are being misconstrued. That's
For
what, that's
what
I care about.
though? Your opinions are your opinions.
No, they're being misconstrued, Taff.
No, they're not, bro.
Yes, they are.
I doubt you have anything outlandish to say about things being returned to Africa. But
What's outlandish?
Hmm?
What's outlandish though? What would be outlandish?
Anything that you
it's
think
to be fair, it's in the eye of the beholder.
the first thing that pops into your head, you always have to say the second one, bro.
Yeah, but anyway, so what's your take on that?
Tom, yeah, what's your take on it, Tom?
He asked you, brother.
Oh my lord!
I'm just trying to involve you, Tom, to enjoy and play with your car so much.
I'm listening. He asked you. I'm waiting for your
We'll
response.
we'll get to Tom.
Well, what's your opinion then, Taff?
No, answer the fucking question, brother.
You calm down, Tom. You go back to your cars.
We asked you first, but for the sake of content, since you niggas forgot what we do,
Oh, I forget. I'm talking to you, Taff. You talk
Okay.
to Tom.
for the sake of content,
Yeah.
I believe that they should return the stolen artifacts.
For
As the
purpose.
history, as I don't like the fact that when they depict how these things were obtained, they leave out the violence that was involved, the people that were killed in order to get and keep these things, or you know, they would kill a whole village and then, you know, take a few things as souvenirs that, oh, I think the wife will love this little statue. Let me take it back and things like that. So I think they should be returned, not even as an apology, but as a thing where it's like, this stuff was stolen. You get me? They're saying, yeah, it's stolen, but it's been here for like 100 years. So, like, why are you mad, bro? That's why I think they should return it.
I mean, to talk about that, 'cause, okay, let's have a conversation. Tom doesn't want to speak, I'll speak.
You were dodging the question.
No, but that's because I'm not trying to talk about anything political.
Why?
Because you man will just misconstrue my views. But let me speak.
No,
then.
we won't misconstrue.
No, wait, let me speak.
misconstrue
Let me speak. Let me speak.
your
Let me
views.
speak. 'Cause I'm tired of this.
You're being a victim.
No,
man.
because what you said earlier, Taf, is
You're
that
victim.
when what you said earlier this episode
Yeah.
was that when I'm out here bashing black girls, Tom doesn't speak. Tell me, do I bash black girls? So my opinions are misconstrued. So you man can shush. You shush.
No,
You shush.
I also said
you said
speak.
that. You said.
I
you
also
said
said speak from your heart. I also said speak from your heart.
that.
I also said speak from your
I'm tired
heart.
of it.
If you want to do that,
But I'm not. I don't want to bash black
Oh, you
girls.
feel like I didn't clarify what you said in that episode.
No, but today Taf said that when he was talking to you, he
being
said
a
I bash black
victim.
girls. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim.
Stop being
I'm
a
not a
victim. More,
I'm not a
what
victim.
you do right now? You're sulking, brother.
you're being.
I beg
I'm not
behave
sulking,
yourself.
I'm not sulking. I'm
You
not
are
sulking.
sulking.
I'm not
You're
sulking.
actually sulking, bro.
Hey, anyway, before tears roll down my eyes because I'm sulking, man. In terms of what the whole returning things, you know how when you're committing a crime, there's a certain period after. If you're not tried within that after a certain period of time, then they can't try for that crime anymore. I think the statute of limitations, yeah,
Okay.
that's what they call in America anyway. I think it's like 25 years for like certain crimes like murder or some shit. Do you think that applies in this case?
The statute of limitations.
Yeah.
No, I'm speaking purely from a moral.
But then, in that case, then can you not chat to man that came to America?
What does Morocco mean? Sorry.
moral. Tom, I slipped.
Oh, do you mean morals?
I said moral, but I corrected myself.
No,
I
that's
said
calm, that's
moral.
calm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, But yeah, so what you were saying about
Yeah.
America?
So then, would you? Well, how do you man feel about America and then colonizing America and then a lot of the Native American population being wiped out?
I think they should reward them back some of the land that they took. That
But
was.
then
Have they not
took-
done that already?
No, because what's
They've
it
got
called?
reservations.
Yeah, but there's still, I'm pretty sure there's still some reservations that even been taken over recently. To be honest,
Well, I'm talking about they pretty much had. Though let's look at the Eastern Seaboard.
them
Fam.
brothers are still suffering and what's it called.
That's what I'm saying. But then surely they should give the entire land back in America. They should lose New York. They should lose Pennsylvania, fam. These aren't their places.
No, because
Okay.
obviously land was sacred, but there was certain sacred holy ground
Okay,
that them man have that they could get back if people wanted to give it back.
No,
but
I-
they won't.
But is it practical? Does it make sense?
no. What you're saying isn't as practical to just say, well, America. They're talking about people uprooting their life and saying, well, we took this land, so let's go back to England because we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about it's practical to go into London Museum,
Yeah.
and pick up a Benin artifact and deport it back to the Benin tribe. That is something practical
So
that
wait,
can
then
be done.
Also, museums only at that point will only seek to display your own culture. Then
I would say things that were ethically sourced.
Or what's it called? If like, because you know how.
But then what is
No, do you know
ethically-
how things go on loan for what's it called in museums
Yeah.
and how what's it called? Because it's not like England does or the UK don't have their own artifacts, which they do.
We've
They
been to World War
They
II bunks, my guy.
They do have no
Bunks.
first bunkers.
Bunkers.
But-
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah.
What's it called? But it's not like what's it called? We don't have our own artifacts or anything like that. I think or even if things go on loan for museums. 'Cause I think the fact that there was museums that offered to send African artifacts on loan back to the countries. In my opinion, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of articles or
'Cause I think it wasn't sourced again with ethical means. Like big man, that country, the place was invaded. They took what they want, ran the country ragged, then cut.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
What do you mean? And I'm
Because
talking about the
that's-
moral. I'm talking about morally. Do they not feel a way about returning that?
I mean, clearly they don't. How many places are actually returning?
Not that
Please.
many. But okay, I'm asking. Do you think morally they should? Yes or no?
Morally,
Yeah, just from a moral perspective. Like, they were unethically sourced. People died for these artifacts. They were stolen. Da 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 da. And it's very, to me, maybe I don't know the ins and outs, but to me, like I said, just take it, deport it back. That's simple.
No, I think it's a whitewashing of history to do shit like that.
How so?
Because I feel like we've had discussion about time, but shit happens. Like, we can look back now and we'll say that shit is bad now, but shit happens, fam. Like, in that same sense, like I said, in a couple 100 years, we're gonna look back on bare shit we do now, and we're gonna say, oh shit, that shit was wrong. Should those people then be returning things that people are exchanging and shit like that?
But I think the difference is this is a history that's fresh in people's minds. That's
But how fresh is it though?
That, as in, people are still aware of it and still feel robbed, and they know that they're robbed. As in, like, if
no one alive today was robbed.
No, but if you use it as individuals, no, but then you're talking about countries. Countries still carry that with them. You get me?
Yeah, that's just part of the history of your country, fam.
No, but the thing is, there's a physical reminder that can be returned. It's not something that's buried in the past, that's been lost in history. Like, you can go and see it, and it can be given back to you, and it can help build relationships, or it can help, foster, extend an olive branch out to that country.
Because it's not like nothing can be done to reconcile right now.
Because to me,
something can be done, but
so wait, do you think returning artifacts that they have in museums is enough to reconcile?
It won't
but it's just something small that can be done. It's not
something that you can do. It's like, because I don't think anything can actually make up for what happened to these countries. But just doing something.
But the thing is, when people talk about these things, it's not like we expect it to change and erase everything or some grand thing. It's something small that can go a long way for what change people's views. Because that could be a big thing as well, to say, we are sorry, let's just give it back. If I was to simplify it into just people and individuals, you can't say shit happened if you're 10 and then you go all the way up to 70 and someone has something that was taken from you. You can't say just because time has passed, shit happens. That's part of the history. If you're still able to go back and get it.
These cases coming up, these essay cases coming up.
Essay, what's that?
Tough. Wait, what's the word? Trigger warning.
Oh, right.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, essay cases, yeah.
I thought South Africa.
Sorry. First.
From years back.
Yeah.
You know how the people get compensated for that.
Mm-hmm.
They sue. Sorry, and they take chance. They get compensated for what happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them like, no one's expecting that money to erase whatever happened to them.
Yeah.
Because the trauma still exists. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's something rather than nothing.
But I think it's very different to compare.
No. But I'm not comparing the wrongdoings, but I'm comparing what's it called? I'm comparing.
I mean, that's a lot more personal. I mean, do you think people on a personal level would care?
No, I'm trying to
whether items are returned, because that's what I'm saying. Like, in a case in stuff like essay or other stuff where it's because Tap is talking about if something is stolen from you and then you're 10 and then you grow to 70, that shit is personal. Like, you will feel that on a personal level. Like, if someone steals, I remember a teacher in primary school in reception. Sorry, she stole my. She didn't steal. She took my fucking blue Dino Ranger toy from me. Because I was playing with it in class. Said she'd give it back to me at the end of the year.
Didn't. At the end of the year?
At the end of the year.
You're lying.
No, listen, Miss Moore, shout out to you. Because I know she was still nice, but she stole it. She didn't give it back to me at the end of the year.
She gave it to her own year.
By the end of year 6, that was reception. I got to year 6 and I still went back and I asked if she had it because I cared that much. She didn't have it. Yeah? Or she didn't have it. Still now, 70 years old, 21, I'll still take it back. When I'm 70, I still want that shit back. It's not coming back, but I still want that shit back. One of my favorite toys, yeah? But because that's on a personal level. Now, I can't speak personally as to... I can speak personally as to whether I would care whether Nigeria got some artifacts back. I personally would not care whether or not Nigerian artifacts were returned to Nigeria. But I wonder whether other Nigerians that live in Nigeria would feel happy or in any way feel compensated if they were returned, or whether it's just more of a national sort of compensation. Yeah. Like, do you think people on a personal level are going to feel that shit, or actually really gonna care?
It's national. It's not. I'm not talking about personally. Like, oh my god.
I only brought that up
personally.
I only brought that up because I was comparing trauma that you, or what's it called, wrongdoings that you can't reverse. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. All right, first.
Yeah, I was just comparing trauma you can't reverse after you someone goes through SA. That
Yeah.
kind of, whatever money they get, it's not going to reverse the trauma them man went through.
Exactly.
The damage it
Are there
did.
such
And
thing
you-
as national morals though?
Hold on, and you also mentioned whitewashing history. I think that history's always is made every day. Like that's just the facts, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why can't the story be that in 100 years ago they took this, and then 100 years after that they returned it?
That's fair enough.
That's history. Like it's not. The history doesn't mean it happened and it has to stay that way.
Yeah, but then But then it depends on as to your reasoning as to why you're returning it. So if you're returning it because you feel pressured to do so because of the aggression and how
Yeah.
those items were achieved,
Times have changed. You've learned better. Do better.
fair enough.
Like if you're still on the same thing, like nah, we took it, we're gonna keep it, and fuck you lot. Like
I mean, it is part of that nation's history when they take it. If that makes any sense.
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
But
my only thing is with this whole thing about since we're practically saying now that there's no personal morals, then do national morals even exist? Because
Germany, and
you
what
say
happened
Germany,
to the
yeah,
Jews?
but then I know that's what I thought about.
They were
instantly as well.
ashamed.
Yeah, they're ashamed now. Germans to this day are still ashamed. Yeah,
Exactly.
but again, that one's a lot more fresh. But then think about something. I'll give you something that's even more fresh. And how do people think about it to this day? The invasion of fucking Afghanistan and shit like that. Yeah, we now know. The British people know. The American people know that shit was founded on fake grounds, weapons of mass destruction type of bullshit. Yeah. What do we do? What do we as a nation want to do for those people? Nothing. There's nothing, bro.
To be fair, that's
It's
still gets-
national
I think-
morals when you choose and when you don't.
I think it's down to the media as well. The media plays a huge factor.
No,
in
but the
what's being
media
perpetuated.
exposed that. The media exposed that.
It exposed it, but then got covered up. People forgot. Super Bowl came around. The World Cup came around. Like all these
Nah, man,
entertainment,
people know, man. People know, man.
overshadow. Yeah, people don't know to that extent.
They know.
There's a
they
certain
all
level.
know,
Of
they
people
all know
that
the war was fraud. They all know the war was fraud. The soldiers that went there know the war was fraud. Or now they do anyway. They didn't know at the time, but they know the war is fraud. Or was fraud, sorry. But where's the national morals to make it up
I'm
to
not gonna
those
lie,
people
no,
in
but
Afghanistan?
I think
I'm
there
not
needs to
gonna
be
lie,
enough
I think
people.
you're overestimating certain people because there's a lot of Americans that would swear by they still trust the government and they don't believe the war is
Yeah,
fraud.
American
I
nationalism.
mean, America's
is
a
crazy.
different
Yeah.
different statement. Them,
Yeah.
let me cuss them.
Yeah.
But
You're
we've
going
got a
there.
couple of
You're
listeners,
going there.
20% listeners.
They're
But
gonna say, "I heard what you said about the bard." Yeah, all right.
but over here in the UK, where we're hella skeptical anyway, fam. People are conspiracy theorists for good things, let alone conspiracy theorists for wars that people are already skeptical of in the first place.
But America, the thing is with America's corruption is that there's countless stories. 9/11 to this day still being talked about whether or not that was true or not. You know, there's so much corruption in America that it becomes a disadvantage in that if people are always doing these conspiracy theories, people care less slightly. If you get what I'm saying. But as far as that, I think I was going to say that not enough people care. In the voice of those people that are affected, like Afghanistan. Like, I'm not from that country, so I'm not really tapped into what they think and their opinions and all that stuff. But I am an African person who was affected and, you know, it cares to some degree as to like, you know, that I'm tapped into that. That's what I'm tapped into. But I think there's some Afghanistan people from Afghanistan that, like you say, they are vexed. Like, this was a fraud war. Our people died.
Of course.
And you man wronged us and we won. So there's people probably championing that to this day because I doubt that's something someone would give up on. There's, you know, so that's on them. But I'm just speaking from what I know.
That's fair enough. I guess nothing altogether negative will come from the returning of artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, would it be fine for like mock-ups? So if like there's a Nigerian vase, for example, just made that shit up. Yeah, if they made like a replica of that vase, kept the replica, but then sent the thing back, would that be like
That's
would
such
that
a
be like calm?
harmless solution. Like if you lot like it, make a mock-up and send us.
No,
the real
but it's
thing
not in
back.
terms of just liking it. It's just that so that part of the history can still be represented because and they don't always. I mean, I don't. For the most part, museums don't tend to hush up the terrorism might have gone into getting some of these artifacts. Some are donated by private collectors, but then others are like British government possession,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Are the mummy tombs, or the mummy, what are they called? The mummy coffins. Like, are those are mock-ups, surely?
I forgot what they're called. Sarcophagus?
Sarcophaguses, yeah. Are those mock-ups?
No clue. I'm sure some of them aren't.
But you're telling me Manchester Museum has a real life mummy,
It's completely possible. Wait, real life mummy or real life sarcophagus?
sarcophagus, and the mummy inside it.
There's a mummy
sometimes.
inside.
Yeah, sometimes they.
Do they expose it?
Yeah, you see it sometimes.
I don't think
There's a
they- I
couple
don't think they have
sarcophaguses.
real mummies.
Oh, I'm not sure whether it's real or
I
not.
don't think
but
they would
Hmm.
have real mummies anyway.
Fair enough.
It's completely possible. Man. I'm telling you, the way the UK had reached before, man.
Grave
Yeah.
digging's illegal unless it comes to pyramids. And I don't know Egypt's law on grave digging. To be fair, surely they allow it if they do pyramids, right?
I mean, I guess when they found the mummies and shit, they were excavating. Because a lot of this shit was just lost.
Fair.
Like, nobody knew what that shit was. But yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Got a little off track.
Yeah.
But hey, that's still part of the year.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be longer anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a longer
Um,
anyway.
But yeah, so should we get into like us personally?
Yeah.
Our changes for the year. That was an interesting
What
segment.
changes for? What do you mean? Like a recap of the last year, or
No,
Just like how things have changed
so
for
how
us this
things
year.
have
Anything
changed.
major?
Did you meet your
Oh.
goals? All that stuff. Like just anything new.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say most major thing that's happened for me this year, or significant thing, is
He got married.
no,
Congratulations to Mo and his beautiful bride.
Mm-hmm.
We wish you the best.
Yes, sir.
there's no rings. There's no rings.
That's because we're still uni students, Mo.
I'm still legally single, but no.
Hey! Well done.
done,
Well done.
But anyway, yeah, that was
All I'm
last
saying,
year.
Mo's girlfriend.
I got
I don't know.
last year. I got
I don't.
last
I
year
don't know
anyway.
if you want me to mention her name, but Mo's girlfriend. You hear what he's saying, yeah?
No, wait, yeah,
Man,
wait.
man say technically single.
No, I can speak. No, I am technically single. When I'm filling in forms, have you men not filled in forms sometimes? They just let to the. There's no.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, there's no inner relationship.
There's no relationship in
There's
it.
no situationship box.
For those proper forms. Obviously, for Facebook and shit, they'll put the
Yeah.
in a relationship crap. But yeah, so I am in a relationship. I got car for last year anyway. But this year, I say the most major thing was the leaving the house.
Leaving the house
Oh yeah.
Just the whole process itself.
was
Trying to find a house.
disgusting. Well, tell them how we got this
Oh,
one.
for those that don't know,
Yeah.
what's it called? The man them pretty much, our whole friendship group, barring me and like one or two other people, they all lived in one house for what, 2 years?
Wait, what are
2
the two other
years.
people?
Yeah, so two other people.
Oh.
That was like, I don't know them people.
Do you?
I double checked, but yeah, barring like two other people.
Yeah.
we all lived in the same.
It was actually an amazing experience, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm upset because
Recap the house, man.
I was triggered, man. There were so many times when I wake up in that house, I head downstairs, and I would just be triggered. I'd be triggered by what I saw, the people I saw, what they
Oh,
would
right.
say.
Oh, well,
And now I wake up by myself. My room is clean,
It's
but
clean.
it's empty.
But it's
It's
just
lonely,
you.
man.
It's not
It's
the
just
same.
you. You
It's not
don't.
the same, man.
You don't hear the noises. Man, them getting roasted. Music.
Trust me, the times are coming out just because niggas are getting roasted, man. And now look,
Yeah.
There was them nights where people, listen, them games of risk.
Yeah.
What,
Trust me.
12, 16-hour campaigns?
Too many fights over board games, man.
Too many
Disgusting.
fights.
People rage quitting over board games.
Yeah.
video games as well.
People rage quitting over board
Oh,
games.
shut up, Tom.
We all know it's tough, man. We all know it's tough.
Oh, swear.
Tough did it bear.
You as well.
When I rage quit,
No.
I never got
You
pissed.
through games. You through games.
You know
through
the
games.
funniest
I
thing?
didn't
I was
throw
talking
games.
about
You through
Lawrence.
games. And
Oh,
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Hey,
Oh,
you see that?
about
You see that?
Lawrence.
You see
That's
that?
true.
Exposing niggas.
That's the funny thing. I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about either of you. I was
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
Lawrence.
You forget
You
about
showed
Lawrence,
yourself. You
Mo,
exposed.
What do you mean?
Mo, I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at the camera. I wasn't looking at
No,
either
but
of
I was
you.
thinking of tough.
Yeah, I was thinking of Mo.
Why are you thinking of me? What are you talking about? Everyone knows you're
You've
a
thrown
man.
games, bro.
No,
No,
wait.
you haven't.
I'm not saying I've never thrown games.
You've rage quitted. as well.
I've thrown a few games.
I've threw games before we made it a rule to not throw games.
Yeah. There's
we had
too
rules.
many
We had
rules.
rules. We had so many
Too many
rules.
rules. You know what? Yeah, one day we'll fully unpack
The stuff I had written down.
the
that should be-
the HC, which is the initials of what we deemed our house. Yeah, we'll fully go into that. I think everyone should come onto the pod.
Yo,
like
that would
before
be
the
a
year
mad
ends.
Oh,
end.
you mean,
yeah.
oh, you mean like all? You mean all of us?
Yeah. We should all
Wait, you
come
want
on.
to do that?
We can't do it this
We
year.
can't do it this year, bro.
But I would definitely
Because
say-
you're leaving on Sunday and I'm working Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I would definitely say though, we should definitely have an episode where we break down the house completely.
Yeah.
That'd be mad if everyone there.
You know the reunion ones.
Yeah, that'd be
Listen,
mad.
the amount of censorship that will have to go on that video will be
Yeah,
disgusting.
It's true, that would be long editing.
No,
but-
because
No.
first of all, that's gonna be like a 2-hour episode. Number one.
No.
Do we even have enough?
That'd be in
microphones?
3 hours, fam.
no, but we have 4 mics. There'll be 7 people.
Yeah.
We can do
All
that.
I'm saying is that's gonna be a long ass episode.
Yeah. We just have to be really organized. Like,
And-
4 mics between people, and then because we can swivel these mics
Yeah,
around.
you just have to be civil whenever you want to speak, really.
yeah.
That's gonna be a long ass episode, boy.
Yeah. But I think it would be worth it, fam. As a one-off, that would be a long episode. fam.
Yeah. But just as a brief breakdown of what it was for the past 2 years,
A lot of rules.
a lot of rules, a lot of
board
mayhem,
games.
And the bangs.
bangs. There was
The
violence.
bangs.
There was
The
It
bangs
was
were
coordinated
violent,
violence. It was
boy.
coordinated violence. It was coordinated
Listen,
violence.
we were violent, bro.
All right, let's not go
It was
into the
coordinated-
bank system.
Yeah, let's not get into too much. Let's not get into too much.
There was a
But-
system that involved bangs in order to preserve
There was corruption in this system.
an
by the way.
environment of law and order.
No. The corruption was rife in this system.
We would say we
Tom,
were.
don't speak on corruption when you know that you yourself.
Yeah.
Let me not even speak. You know what? We'll save that for the
You
reunion
know
thing.
what's mad? If we mention banks, Lawrence is always gonna use.
Do you know the funniest thing? You know the funniest thing as well. The funniest thing is I didn't even. I think when we gave Moles banks, that was in the first year you guys lived together.
Yeah, that was.
So I knew Mo, but I didn't really know Mo like that.
Yo.
But you're so comfortable giving me bangs, yeah?
You see,
Doesn't
Alright,
matter.
let's not that.
No, I swear to you.
I'm not gonna transfer it.
I'll switch now. I'll switch now. Switch now.
Do you think, guys? Because I didn't live with them, but I was there quite often. So
Oh, I'm glad you're honest, fam.
So what's it called?
Quite often, fam.
Sweating in the couch.
Trust me, fam.
Swear. Tom, are we going to discuss what we do in other people's yards?
Oh, please.
But anyway, because I was there quite often. Yeah.
Yeah, quite
So
often.
we decided that they decided that as a collective, if I could get strikes, which I did start getting strikes, bear in mind, for some bullshit reasons.
Dear man, banging me for those bullshit reasons.
So because I could get strikes, I took part when everyone was getting their bangs,
Okay.
which I think is fair.
Alright.
Even though again corruption, you guys followed your dictator Lawrence into giving me strikes out of nowhere.
There were 5 Nigerians in the household.
Corruption.
Corruption in the system was bound to happen.
Corruption. It was so corrupt.
We made a system and the Nigerians corrupted it.
It was
I'm
the
sorry.
Zambian that corrupted it, and it was the Zimbabwean that seconded him.
There was only 4.
4 Nigerians. Osaru, Toby, you, Tom.
There's no one else.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, that's a little snippet into the House Chronicles. The day that episode comes
So
out,
much shit
there'll
went
be a
on
lot
in that.
more of this going on.
So much shit went on in that house.
I will apologize on behalf of that episode in
And the
terms of the
drinking that
chaos
went on.
you'll see.
Yeah.
Man,
The
the
games,
or-
the games as well, fam. The
Me and
Christmas dinners.
me and Toby's birthday.
Yeah, the birthday. Oh, these
The amount
guys.
of birthday celebrations at that yard, fam.
Yeah.
Our house was tired.
Yeah,
Our floors were creaking, fam.
The amount
Our
of
names
cleaning.
were triggered. The amount of cleaning. Ugh.
yeah, bro.
Tough. Why are you saying the amount of cleaning?
What do you mean? I'm talking about after those
Let's
events.
not drop
Let's
people.
not-
We'll
let's
save
not-
this for the
Yeah,
reunion
we'll
thing,
say,
yeah?
we'll save for clean.
But what I will say, because we've made
As
it
a
sound...
non-resident, Tom has a lot to say about the residents of the house.
As a non-resident, I clean a lot more than I should compared
No.
to you.
Put it like this, Tom was like Jazz from Fresh Prince. The nigga was just always there.
No. Deep. How did I not live in that yard by clean more than Taff?
Oh, please.
Hey, all we can say is, because we made it sound hella negative, but there was also a lot of laughter and a lot of love at the house as well.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that house, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So much shit went
But yeah,
down.
missing the house. So we moved. The house split up.
Yep.
The moving situation was long. Finding a new place was long. And just the difference, I just think the stark difference between when we returned to Newcastle last
Yeah.
year, or beginning of this year, after Christmas break, we're returning back into the house. When we return to the house this year, like 2022, well, we're returning back to Newcastle this year, it's just going to be completely different.
Yeah.
It's back to the solitariness of our studios.
True.
To be
Yeah.
fair, it's better for me now because I don't live on my own anymore.
Mm.
I'm actually not.
Oh, true, like
'Cause
yeah,
you're
in the
a-
house. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I will say, I think we should make this a uni chronicles in terms of our living, because I think it's pretty full circle that we've had regular student accommodation. we went into a house outside the city, and then we came back to experience studios.
But you
want to
make this a Uni Chronicles?
No,
No.
this one.
Or do you want to make a
just
separate one?
the housing
Yeah,
thing, not this.
yeah.
But like we just come out and just talk about, because we've had all 3 living situations a uni student can have,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so I think that would be good to cover.
To be fair, the reunion episode itself is practically a Uni Chronicles, fam.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fat episode.
Yo, we can throw in some clips, some personal clips about the house.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Listen,
Yeah, like every time there's a moment,
listen. Those clips are gonna have to go through a filter.
No, of
process.
course, they have to be approved by the council. fam.
We can't just really.
That needs to be unanimous.
You might need to
Every
you might need to
nigga
calm
involved.
down
Has
with
to
these
say,
clips.
No, I think we need to be liberal as well.
No.
in that some clips have to
we can
come
be-
out.
No,
No,
we can
no.
be liberal. We can be liberal, but there's certain things that can never be released. There's
that's
certain
true.
things that would. Like first of all, number one, what we're not gonna do, we're not mentioning names. Names cannot happen.
I mean, it should only really involve people that were in the house.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like,
Tom, we know why Tom's saying no names because of
Oh,
nods. Yeah.
we know it. Oh,
Oh,
true.
well,
This guy's
no,
covering
but
his
to-
own
no,
behind.
true.
no, but to
Yo, too
no,
much
to be
in the
honest, we
house,
can
man.
also say why. You can also say why Taff should have mentioned names.
Why?
That's true.
What did I do?
It's not about what you did.
no.
It's more what you didn't do, to be honest.
Oh my days!
We can also say why. We can say why Mo don't want to mention no names.
Yeah, I'm good.
We can say why. We can say why any of us don't want to mention names. Because if you must not mention names, I'll mention every name.
Actually, I think names finish everyone. I can't lie.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Those
They
are
do.
everyone. Names finish all of
They
us.
do. They do. They do. It should only really involve people in the house. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
But like, no, we can talk about situations, just not names.
Situations. Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough. Just that transition as well, the solitariness of it. It's like we still like hang out, because we were in the same building, but it's
Four
not
of
the
us,
same
four of us,
as
four of us.
being.
4 of you in the same building.
Yeah, the 4 of us is still in the same building, but it's not the same as when there's life. Like there's just something in you as a person. You can just sense when you're in your room at home, just knowing there's other people in your areas comforting as well. Versus here when you wake up, like it's cold. Like there's no.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, plus, what's it called? We've only gathered together like all like 8 or 9 of us. We've only gathered together like
8
what?
or 9. Who are these other people?
Well, if it's including me, it's 8. If it's including
It's
Jess,
7.
It's 9.
Oh, true.
Including you is 7.
Oh, it was a 6-bedroom house, wasn't it?
6
Share my
bedrooms.
bad. my
Yeah.
bad.
Some niggas just stay confused. So.
What's it called? Yeah, but we've only like in the past 2 months, we only seen all of us in the same place. Like what, twice?
Twice, really,
For all of us, yeah.
All of us haven't been in the same location.
bro. I'm telling you, I've seen. This was Maja.
Yeah.
I've seen Toro 3 times. I think.
He's on the other side of the
Yeah,
on
because
the
he
other side,
lives
so-
he lives crazy.
That's so mad though.
But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's because like what I talk to Tyrell, but I barely see Tyrell because he lives far from me. I'm not gonna lie. Because I live in one direction from you, man's yard. He lives in the other direction.
It's actually mad.
It's wild.
Zara, I've seen barely. Even
No,
less.
he's been isolated.
I ran into Osari today.
isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you saw the group chat, he was isolating.
What, COVID?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently.
yeah, one of the lecturers. Yeah.
I ran into Osari today still.
No, how's he,
What's
man?
called? He's
Is he
calm. He's
healthy?
calm. He's out of isolation now. He's out. Actually, he's
man.
blessed now.
Big up
It's 'cause
Osari,
someone-
man.
'cause
Niggas on the up, man. Niggas on the
Because
up.
someone in his work, what's it called, caught COVID. Fuck that nigga Osari as well, bro.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
Big
we
up
love that
Osari.
nigga.
He's a
Big up
good
Osari.
kid.
He's
You
got a
know,
long life
He's
ahead
made a
of him,
few
man.
mistakes in life, but he's good, man. What's with
No,
you
that's
guys?
actually crazy. This
Yeah.
house is actually.
Yeah, man. It's actually
That's definitely the biggest thing for me personally. That's all I can really speak on
yeah.
because it just changes. The dynamic changes
Yeah, it's just
so
you.
much. And the thing is, I don't know about you guys, but when we were living back there, sometimes did you not just want to like go downstairs and get food, but with no one, without running into anyone?
I think that's why I like living here. Because for me, I listen because my room's the first one on the hallway, so I listen to wait until no one's out.
No, but even when I
Why are you
listen,
moving like a thief though?
it's like sometimes,
Why do you want to be on your own in the kitchen?
no, like sometimes you just don't want to interact with
no,
no one.
because if you just want to get your meal and then quickly go up and do whatever you're doing in your room personally, then
No, for me, I wanted just an empty kitchen so I could play music, jam. If there's people in the kitchen, you can't play your music as loud.
Tough, that never stopped you.
that's true. That never really stopped you.
No, but I couldn't go in
We
as
knew when
much
you
as
were
I
in the
wanted.
kitchen. We knew when you were in the kitchen. Yeah.
Fair.
But now it's
no.
just like I would miss that.
No,
Like I
it's-
miss the
it's
coming
just
down, and even if no one's in the kitchen, someone comes down or comes into the kitchen while I'm in there. Instead of just being a quick trip, go to the kitchen, fry something up, leave. I'm in there.
You
talking,
find out something new.
find out something new, start talking, blah blah blah, conversation.
And it would always
Fam.
lead to a roast session. What I
Honestly.
noticed about the house, is that there was no logic in how we congregated because we had a sitting room, but we would always be in the kitchen.
We would be in the kitchen and like on the stairs.
On the stairs, like we'd be sitting in some odd positions on the ground, fam, like on steps.
'Cause I think-
standing by the door, because like there was no logic.
because we never actually met to meet.
yeah,
It's like we were doing our own things. Then one nigga comes out. Then another nigga comes out.
Because
Then another
exactly.
nigga
like
gets
meerkats,
references.
like meerkats, fam.
That's
It's
keep
because the
popping
fact
up,
that
man.
because whenever I came over, I never brought up the fact that I was coming over to. I never put in the group chat I was coming over.
That's true.
I was
just
always
unannounced presence.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
I was always just talking to one person, and I always came over to see that one person. But even though I came over to see that one person, I saw that every man just came down to the living kitchen.
True.
It's actually sad, man.
Plus
Run
that-
back those years, man.
Plus that
End
kitchen,
of
yeah,
there, man.
the amount of shit happened in that kitchen and that hallway.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro.
There's too many.
Or remember the shit that happened in Tabs 3?
Even those ones.
Bro,
No,
honestly.
dude, what you did?
We'll
you
recap that
talking about
story.
here?
We'll recap that story. We'll recap the story where Mo painted his face too. Yeah, we'll recap that story too.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
No.
That's
See
not
how
fair.
Tom's voice gets hella mellow, bro.
But if you recap the Mo painting his face, that means we can recap the Korean barbecue story.
What Korean barbecue story?
For my birthday.
What happened there?
What happened on your
You
birthday?
guys don't remember?
No,
Wait, who did some wild shit? Did I do some wild shit?
did I?
Who was it?
It seems like I introduced a bit of news to you, man.
So wait. Just
Were
I just
we
so
there?
was it me?
No, I introduced a bit of news about TAF, concerning TAF to you, man.
Oh, that's what he was on
You're
about.
a menace. You're a menace.
Oh, I don't
What?
even get it. Oh, all right, cool. Fair enough. Oh, okay.
Jeez. Damn.
Well, yeah, I think that was a crazy change. What else?
Bro, that's it for me, fam. In terms of crazy changes.
I think for me, just the being out of uni, fam. Like just getting out of uni, that was a crazy
Because
change.
you're taking a year out, innit?
Yeah. So just literally working fucking 9 to 5 is long. It's long, fam. And I was like, how do you do this for the rest of your life?
Hey man, you've been taking those overtime. You've been taking those overtime hours as well, though.
Bro, your
Yeah,
overtime has been
well, back when I had
crazy.
overtime, it was just, hey man, you need to make bread.
Your overtime hours are crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. I think that was the change, or like a peak into adult life, you know, working, paying rent,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I really deeped how 9 to 5 can really drain your energy in terms of wanting to do other things or thinking about other things to do and stuff. So yeah, I think that's something important that I want to think about whenever I go into a career. Like, what is the work-life balance that I'm getting? I think that's what I learned. As far as my New Year's resolutions, I looked into crypto. I don't think learning a language was part of my thing, but I started Spanish. What else? As far as my weight goes, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I just give me to the end of the month and then I'll update it on the socials. Like, just keep an eye on Instagram. I'm not sure I'm there yet, but just give me to the end of the month and then I'll get there. But congratulations to Tom. You know,
I passed my.
clap it up for Tom. Yeah, he
We
reached
we
his
support
goals.
our brethren.
Thank you.
We
guys.
support our
Yeah.
brothers.
I appreciate it.
Yep. So
I think what was my
yours?
goal at the start? 117.
Yeah. And what's your goal now? I mean, what's your weight now?
I weigh like 111, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah,
We set targets, you reach
next,
them.
next one's 100.
And how do you feel?
Me, I feel tired. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today. Actually, no, I had breakfast, but that's about it.
Fair enough.
That
But
was-
just in accomplishing the goal you set out there.
I don't know. I felt jobless for a little bit.
Jobless.
Yeah, I was like, ain't got nothing to do now. That shit was like motivating me. Now,
Oh
like,
shit!
I felt a bit jobless for a little bit.
Without the
Then
goal.
I got a new goal that was a lot harder, so I was like, jarring.
So is it 100 for the end of next year then?
I'm hope way before then next year, hopefully.
Oh, okay, cool.
Probably
Are
summertime.
you man setting New Year's resolutions and new ones?
I should have been able to hit it this year, but I was lazy.
Oh, but you still hit your actual target though.
Yeah, no. But I said new target. I was like, let me try to hit 100. Like I didn't. So I was, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to go into the crypto thing, if anyone's like genuinely like keeps up with these New Year's resolutions or like how these guys turned out, like the crypto thing, looked into it. It's basically religion. No offense to anyone in religion, but crypto, you read your holy book, say if you believe it or not, join a bunch of other people that believe in the same thing, and then hopefully it makes you money. Like in a nutshell. Like, and then you have the people that genuinely believe in it, like your true believers, non-believers, false idols, false prophets, charlatans, witches. Like you see all of that in crypto, and it's like there's money to be made, but it's not. It's not long money. It's not long money unless you genuinely believe in a project or you're working a project. I think if you make a coin and you market it well and it has a function, you're always going to be the winner in that situation. But as far as investors goes, like the market is just too volatile and stuff like that. But due to crypto, like I just read up more on like what's happening in the world, open my perspective on things. Oh yeah, I read more. I think I read like 30 books.
Damn.
So I think I read 30 books. I read a lot of books on like finances and investing just for knowledge and information. And then other books were just on lifestyle, like mental health. What else? I separated into like languages, communication, lifestyle, and general knowledge. And then I just cycled between those things. There's a great app if you want to read books but you don't have the time. It's called Headway, and it summarizes books into like 15-minute chunks where it just gets the essential bit of the information out. And yeah, I think that's cool.
I remember last year.
Forgot about that.
Sorry, we spoke a lot about consistency for all of us.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, did you what's it called? Managed. I can't remember what we spoke about in what context. I'm pretty sure we applied it to like each of our goals.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can remember, anyway. I remember I spoke about it. I know Mo spoke about it, so did you. So like, I just wondered, how did you apply that shit still?
The thing is, I didn't apply it everywhere. That's the thing.
Word.
Yeah, I applied it in some things and I applied it in other things. And I don't know whether it was, I think it was like a subconscious choice. Like I wasn't like in control of like, I wasn't overtly picking like, I'll be not consistent in this.
Yeah.
It was just like, it just happened sporadically. I was consistent in the crypto stuff and the reading as like, I just had my notebooks, I'd read. And what helped me stay on task with that stuff is making notes on my paper. So on like a little notebook. And what I found helpful was respecting the notebook in that if I write it down, I have to do it. So then there would be times where it was like, I wouldn't write anything down because I know that I'll have to do it. So then that day might be unproductive, essentially. So it was better because I think for me, I feel worse off if I write something out and I don't do it because visually I'm looking at like the failure. Yeah. You get me of like, I was meant to do this, but I didn't do it. Like it's on the list. So like if I didn't feel productive, I wouldn't even put myself in a position to write anything down to do. Yeah. And then even in days where like I didn't want to read or do anything like that, I still did it and it just came through. But as far as the inconsistencies, that was probably in fitness. But I think the inconsistency is always going to it's always been in eating. Like, however, of the past couple months, I've been doing very well with my meal preps. But earlier on in the year, it was like I'd always exercise consistently. However, my eating wasn't consistent enough to match the exercise. And in terms of like, for weight to change, there's a triangle of sleep, exercise, and food. Like if you're strong in exercise, but your sleeping pattern's shit, like you're sleeping 4 hours and your eating's terrible, you're not going to see that much progress. So the whole triangle has to be strong. You get me? So I could be strong in like my sleeping because COVID. So you're sleeping and waking up. You're getting a good amount of sleep during COVID. However, the eating is just whatever it is. Like I didn't pay too much attention to my eating. But that's something I want to get back into, just eating.
Yeah. In terms of consistency, this ain't going to sound too good. I played a lot of League of Legends this year.
You were consistent in League.
More seriously, I would definitely say the pod.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel that's an achievement for all of us as well, to be fair. And there were definitely blips. There were times where the editing on my part wasn't being done on time, or no, that's pretty much it. Editing wasn't being done on time, so videos would be long to come out. Though. Yeah, but even still, pardon.
He said league. Tom said league. That was the reason.
I'm tired of this guy. No, honestly, I don't know. There was like more than like two, three blips. Yeah, but then I don't know why that was. But then I would say overall, the whole pod as a whole, definitely consistency. So I don't know whether you guys can tell, but if you think about it, we started dropping episodes on YouTube
End of January.
end of January.
Yeah.
I think it was only 3 weeks that we did. To be fair,
Yeah, and
Yeah, it was like
then
3 weeks.
that's and look, and just all you need to do is consider the amount of videos we've dropped
Yeah.
on YouTube, the videos we've dropped that go on to TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
We've now started Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand the amount of storage these videos, raw,
True.
finished after they've been
True,
rendered
true,
and
true,
edited. Take up
Or
on my
even the
computer.
concept of ask a student, yeah. Like the thing
The
is,
concept of getting people involved, try
Yeah,
and get them on the pod,
yeah.
collaborate with other people. You really start
collaborate-
seeing where
like ask a student
Bro.
is very. It's not really on us. Like we're down to record. It's more on availability of guests.
Yeah.
That's what's annoying about our students. So the consistency of that is generally not even in our hands. Like if people can't make it,
Then
we
people
can't
can't make it,
record
yeah.
this thing because we can't do every subject.
Because I'm not
So,
gonna lie, more
yeah.
time. We pretty much find time to record pretty quickly.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
we
know what I
can
mean?
do,
Like
yeah.
we can do. Like if it's one of them was that's been a busy like a few weeks and we just don't have any backup videos anymore. So we have to actually record an episode. We can find time to record pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But to ask a student or to even get guests on, it is the most jarring process ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because more time. Should I even say this? Never mind.
Probably
don't know.
should.
At the risk of sounding salty.
But then something else that's also really big, like consistency wise,
Mm.
and again, don't know if you guys have deep this, but when you see videos that come out like now or later, but they look like they were filmed time ago, the stuff we're talking about,
Yeah.
like contextually wise, doesn't make sense for us to have been talking about only a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Exam period. So exam period in the
Mm.
summer, that was not even in the summer. Let me go all the way back to April. So like Easter time. So the amount of recording we did in Easter,
Yes.
we
Was
did like
amazing.
2 recordings a week. Was it 2 recordings a week?
Yeah.
We did 2 recordings a week,
Yeah.
couple episodes each in each of those sessions, and did that for like a whole month. We must have pumped out at least 16 to 20 videos.
Yeah.
It was absolutely horrendous.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. The work rate was disgusting. The way I was tired.
Yeah.
I think that must have been the toughest period in terms of recording for the pod.
yeah.
Yeah. But then what it allowed us to do is it set us up to be very calm and not so stressed for recording videos when it came to the period just before we had our summer exams.
True.
And then the actual period where we had the exams
Yeah.
as well. We've got exams coming up again and Christmas break. So we've got Christmas break, so we're not going to be able to record. We've got exams in January. So what are we doing again?
Yep.
Recording bare videos so that we have shit ready for you guys.
Yeah.
Because
and you know
that's
what's
just how it
good
is.
about it too? It's like we made like if this podcast doesn't do like crazy numbers or 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, anything like that, I don't even care. It's like we made a time capsule for ourselves in that hopefully, as long as, to be fair, we made a time capsule, but that's if YouTube's still up by the time we're 40. Hopefully.
True, hopefully it is. Hopefully it is.
Hopefully. Maybe I should download these videos just in case and put them on a hard drive. But
It's a lot of space, I'll tell you that, fam.
true.
Because I've deleted videos.
True. No, but we can download them from YouTube.
We can download them again.
The quality won't be there, but it's good enough to
It'll
watch
be good
back.
enough to watch back.
Yeah. So hopefully, if YouTube's still functioning by the time we're 30 and 40, yeah, we made a time capsule of our time in uni, just where our heads were at, where our minds were at, when we, do a chronicle of where we're at in university, whether we'll make it, our thoughts on graduating, our career paths, like where we think we'll end up, you get me? Because I don't know if you guys did it in
This is
primary
actually
school.
just sad.
What do you mean?
It's actually sad.
How? What's wrong with you niggas? Well, yeah, so like in primary school,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm so curious, like we wrote in primary school where we'd be at this age, but I never got the letter, like I didn't get it back. But so I think this is one of those things that we can look back and see and hear and how we dressed, what we wore, like maybe the style choice, the style
I mean,
choices we
We
made.
didn't address this. We didn't address
We
this.
haven't addressed, this is the second episode we recorded today. We haven't even addressed the fact that first of all, flannel, lumberjack. Mo,
Oh, time
Football
to dress
manager.
nice because,
Yeah.
it's New Year, innit? I'm about to go to a New Year's party. This isn't pre-recorded. I'm going to a New Year's party in about a couple hours just after this.
Yeah.
Obviously,
sure.
I'm repping Man United, repping the little.
Sure.
You know what it is.
I swear it's the 10th
see
of
what-
December, bro.
No, it's not
Yeah.
the 10th of December. What?
Well, you're gonna fraud. it.
31st.
You're a dog.
31st.
You're a dog. But yeah, man, just look at what we built for ourselves. You know.
I don't know. For me, it's just been fun, bro. Actually,
yeah.
I've just enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's one of them,
it's been
bro.
alright so far.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
not gonna
only
lie.
been a year,
Even
so-
our arguments are fun. So it is what it is.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? We haven't had any actual proper
Or like,
arguments.
you mean like actual beef?
Yeah.
That's
I'm surprised.
That's the thing I like about our friend group. Majority of our arguments are actually mad trivial. As in, they're very just what's it called? Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you know what? Talk about trivial beef, fam.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I swear, when we have this house link up again.
like
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? The house link up. I almost even don't want to do it, fam. Because I know
Because you know you're
what's
going to be the
happen.
subject of a lot of shit, fam. Because a lot of shit comes back to you. That's why you're scared. That's why you don't want to do it.
I've done
You're
too
a menace.
Much.
You're a menace, fam.
I've done too much.
Thing
Yeah.
is, that's the thing. Like I think we've only had as a group, we've only had actual arguments. What, like twice?
Yeah, I don't want it.
And it wasn't even a thing of we're not friends anymore.
I
One
think-
time the beef was patterned on the day.
I think we need the house reunion, but only half the numbers.
Fam, like, we need to be supervised.
Half the numbers, I think.
we
We,
need a
can't have
moderator, we need a
everyone
moderator,
there.
bro.
Too many niggas. Lawrence is gonna talk too much.
Lawrence you're gonna talk too much.
No.
Nah. But either way.
I think that's gonna
the
be
thing I clocked,
interesting.
because especially in the house, nothing was ever like niggas did shit wrong and need to get checked for that. But it was never actual beef. Because if you hear some of the stories I've heard about the way people behave in houses together, people that are meant to be friends, big man, it's wild.
Yeah,
I think it's because we're all relatively laid back niggas.
we're normal humans. Okay, I can't even say I'm normal. Like, I don't know, man.
Yo, that's getting clipped. So wait, you're saying
Finally, after years of after years of tell this nigga that he's weird.
Separately just looked at himself. I was like, I can't even say I'm normal. That's jokes.
You know what? I have to be fair. I have to be fair.
Oh, fair. That's
Because we're all weird individuals.
Speak for yourself.
We are, fam.
no, we are
all-
relatively weird. No, that's
We're all weird individuals,
All weird.
fam. Everyone has their own quirks and quagmires, fam. It is what it is.
quagmires. Okay.
hey, learning a new word.
No, damn, for sure. Damn, shit. The year's been crazy.
I've been clocked that pretty much for every episode we recorded this year, I've what's it called? Actually, no. For most of the episodes, I've actually been wearing for a lot of the episodes, I'm wearing sliders. To be honest,
Yeah,
I'm the only one that actually wears sliders on the podcast.
Yeah, but that's because we have to come here. Yeah,
we have to walk here.
You can bring your sliders here if you want.
Oh, please.
They can't even see my feet.
They won't even see it.
Is it coming
I
out?
hope they don't see my feet, fam. If you've seen my shoes, mind your business, bro.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. The journey, we've come a long way.
It's been all kinds of mad, mate.
Yeah.
How do you man feel about a sliders uniform? Have we discussed this before?
What, you mean
I
like,
want
Because I feel like we have. I
no,
want like
we've spoken about all of us wearing sliders on the pod.
no, but so you can't really see sliders because you can't see your shoes unless you want me to put my
No,
feet
to
up.
be fair, I want a uniform so I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear.
That'd be
we are not having a uniform.
no, but no wait, no. Think about it. Look, think about like a
No,
sliders
no,
sweater.
to be honest, I think the only time,
That'd be cold.
I'd want a sliders varsity
to
jacket.
be honest,
I've been thinking of
the,
some
the
designs.
only time
That'd be cool.
I think I'd want a sliders uniform is during if we're ever recording Uni Chronicles.
Like how? Oh, so like we wear blazers.
I think
for
that's
sliders.
like a sliders blazer, isn't it? Like that was there. Because
that we come through. Fair
That'd be
enough.
cool.
Fair enough.
I think during regular episodes we wear whatever we want, but like during Uni Chronicles and Ask Christine, we'll have a sliders blazer.
Okay, I see that. But yeah, I just wanted something regular to wear. That is just
Yeah, because I'd probably say that's one of the not one of the hardest, but
yeah.
and a jarring thing to do every single
Yeah.
session. Think of what to wear, bro. I've recycled everything.
Yeah.
I don't have a wardrobe that is that large.
The
I've
fact that
recycled
we
everything.
both record as well,
I'm not gonna
it makes
lie.
it worse because
Makes
we're
it worse.
generally just wearing the same.
I'm not gonna lie, because half the time, whenever these man come to record, I'm just waking up. So whatever these man find me with what I'm recording in, it's very rare I actually change what I'm wearing to record.
Honestly.
Yeah. Because I feel like what they do professionally in media is like if someone has a press run and they're going from different radio stations, they'll do it all in one day because the radio station's all in one building. So you'll go from the Breakfast Club, fucking wear this, then they say you have to go to Ebro in the morning and then you wear something else, then you're on Sway and you have to quickly wardrobe change and you're doing it all in one day.
I mean, it's simple when you have a whole team handling that shit for you, but
Yeah.
we have to come here in the first place. Fam, even the location, how we get to this
True.
Tata Tom's yard has changed. We used to we were Ubering before, I swear.
Yeah.
And then we deeped, we're burning peas.
Yeah.
Then we said, let's just start walking. We did the
That's because you
walking.
live closer than last year.
No, because last year we walked. We were Ubering and then we walked. Like we ended up walking.
Oh,
here.
you start walking towards it right before you moved out.
Yeah, and then we moved. We're coming from a completely different direction. I mean, we've got scooters. We walk. Today was Uber, but
But like you only have done like a 20-minute bop now.
walking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2025.
2025, yeah.
What
In
time
terms
are
of
we
time,
on?
it doesn't take that much.
Big man, we're on like an hour 25 right now.
Yeah.
But to
25.
film, fair, shit was recording before we actually started.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're only
More
wipe for like 5 minutes.
Because this one that you introed, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm not gonna have 6 minutes before we
Or
even
6
started.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, why you tell the man that I fumbled my intro?
Hmm?
Making me feel uncomfortable.
But yeah.
But
Well, it's been a good year.
it's been a good year.
Good year.
A long year, but a good year.
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions for the next one.
New Year's resolutions for the next
What do you want to
one.
be doing by next year? End of next year? Or where do you want to be at?
Still 90 kg, or probably not actually not even 90, 80 kg, ideally. But I haven't. If I reach 90, then 80
You're
is
gonna
next.
lose 20 kg in
Is that a lot
That is a lot.
in a year?
Yeah.
But the way my weight's proportioned, maybe I'm looking to lose 4.
I don't know, because for me, I started, because I didn't just start my thing at the start of when we did the New Year's. I already started like months prior to that, but I just set my goal at that start. But it's one of them, that's a lot still. In a year anyway, but like, to be honest, it's one of them, ones, if you're consistent in your job, I think you can do it.
Fair enough. Because the reason why I want to lose weight is because I prefer a slender build than having like a proper like wide build. Because I think a lot of the clothes that I would be interested in buying, like they don't really complement a wider build. You get me? Whereas I just this thing it's dead. But that's mainly why for me.
Tom,
I like
any
those too.
goals? Resolutions?
100 kg, that's the plan. I got 11, 12 kg to go. So 100. Let's pray for that. It's one of them ones. Apart from that, let's try to graduate university. Or if not graduate, if I don't graduate, at least make sure I'm on the road to be doing something I'm happy with.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Yeah.
No, that's a good one. Kind of stole mine still. I didn't actually set any resolutions last year. Why? Don't know. Just I guess I don't really care. This year, I will set a resolution. I'll say 2022. I'm turning 22. Don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Shout out to the Swift.
Okay.
I want to graduate. Honestly, I need the strength of every living being on this planet to get through the shit that is uni, fam. I want to make it through uni and then burn everything I ever had to do with uni.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
I want to be done with it.
You'll be back,
He's
bro.
come back to do his masters anyway.
I think he'll be back.
Bro, I want to graduate from uni, but then the most important thing for me anyway is by the end of 2022 or whenever we come to do this thing again next year, I want to be happy, fam. That's it. Period. Not that I'm not happy now. Could be happier, but I'm happy. I'm all right now. Yeah, I'll say that's my main goal.
You want to be happy. I'd say, what about adding stuff like make sure like you set goals to do stuff that makes you happy.
Oh, to
as
make me
well.
happy. Oh, so
Yeah, it's like stuff that I enjoy doing. Whether it's like going out to do things, activities that
that's
make
fair
you happy.
enough. In
Like,
terms of
actively like create your happiness.
yeah, I'll say one thing that's I don't know whether I'd say it's held back my happiness, but what's made it trickier to place goals like more like those short attainable goals that contribute to my happiness anyway, my personal happiness, is that a lot of the stuff that I seek to achieve in life is just not achievable now. So for example, I want to have a big family, I want to have kids. I'm not going to get that happiness.
Nigga, why?
What do you mean?
Not in the
I
next
know.
year.
I just
Do you
not-
realize
not
kids
next
are
year.
only fun for like
Mo's gonna create the
the
army.
early years?
Mo's gonna create the army, the Balajis.
Once they start talking, it's downhill from there, bro.
Mo will create
Nah,
the
they'll be
army
saying-
of the Balajis.
I love that, fam. That's the kind of shit they'll be saying, fam. About they're calm. Kids will be fine. Kids will be fine.
Nah, bro.
Nah. So
And
I've always wanted kids, but
Yeah.
so obviously I don't want that for the end of this year. I don't want that or next year. I don't want that for the end of the year after or the year after that probably. So that's gonna take time to achieve. Achieve, though. Like kids are some achievement, fam. Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
But for in terms of attainable goals, I think that will make me happy within the next year. I would say graduate uni, 100%.
Yeah.
Maintain or work towards maintaining or at least building the foundation for good mental health. Getting a job after uni. I actually like the idea of a job. I just like the regularity of it. I like a schedule. Like, I think that's why I was so comfortable with school and like primary school, secondary school, sixth form, because it was practically forced. Whereas uni, obviously you have to go and there's lectures at certain times, but no one is at your neck to do certain stuff. And although it's really important because you're getting your degree, qualification, blah, 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 you need that to get jobs and shit like that. It's very hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when the tunnel is very dark, damp, and there's bare shit in the tunnel that is out to finish you off. If you can't visualize that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So
But you know
practically
what?
there now, but
That's what made me realize that people that are entrepreneurs will like go out and make businesses or try to make businesses for themselves.
yeah.
Even though like stats might be discouraging as to the success rate of these things, but the people that still go out and do it, they're like crazy to me because it's like
They are.
that light at the end of the tunnel
It's
isn't
even
there.
bleaker for them. It's even bleaker for
It's
them.
not even peak. Like you don't know whether this will work out, or even the podcast. Like we don't know that will blow. Like we can do everything in our interest and be like, yeah, we have a target audience, all these things, yeah. But we don't. It's not in our control whether we blow. Like we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. We just hope that there is one. And the fact that because we don't see it, you still edit episodes, still come to record, still make stuff for social media out and all these things. That we're still doing this, but we don't know that it's gonna become anything. And there's people that will risk their entire finances, all their savings, and say, I think the guy that made Gymshark, he said he bought some stuff for making t-shirts and stuff that cost him like $2,000. And he wasn't sure Gymshark was going to be anything, and then he grew it to where it is now. Or anyone, fam.
But yeah,
Again,
but
anyone that takes a risk in something they believe in, whether it's them being an artist, rapper, something creative, business-wise, like,
yeah. But then I'll say the difference is that for me anyway with the pod, I don't think I'm in a tunnel. I don't see myself as I'm in a tunnel. I'm waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. That light being podcast blows. We start getting best sponsorships. We're making money off the pod. That's
I don't
not
mind
where I
the money.
see the pod. The pod for me is essentially a hobby. Like we're doing it. We're having fun. Obviously, we have to put effort in, and money, and we do have to like we want to elevate the level of the pod as much as we can. Editing skills need to improve. It's shit like that. Of course. If we can upgrade equipment, that'd be great. But then I don't see the success in the pod being defined as us blowing. I just see it as long as it's something I'm still enjoying to create, produce, release. Why not keep doing it? Bro, I could keep doing this pod until I'm dead.
I'm down to
This
whenever.
guy-
I can
an
hand this
old
down to my
man.
kids. I said Sliders Junior.
I'm not
You'll
gonna
be in
lie.
the comment section.
I'm not gonna lie.
Playhouse Sliders.
I'm not gonna lie. If we all had kids and they took sliders on, it would be
That would be the most beautiful thing.
It
fam.
would be
Yeah.
the most chaotic.
You know, that's when it would blow, you know?
Yeah,
That's when it blow.
Yeah.
That's when it will blow when we pass it on to the kids. I'll be like,
Exactly.
what did you do?
Exactly. We laid the foundation, you know.
Trust me.
But you know what's fun? There's a father that does a podcast on TikTok with his daughter.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, where he just sits down and then they just
Oh,
talk.
yeah.
But they blew before the pod. They were
Oh, they were doing their little TikTok thing.
little
And what's called
dancing.
or the ones with the swimming pool.
the
And
swimming pool, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name though.
No, I know her name. The girl was called Maggie.
Oh, something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that name is, but
Man, nah, man.
Shit, those are the news.
I think. Do I have any more goals? I think. Okay, yeah. So the weight loss one, that's there. I want to continue Spanish.
money.
Hopefully, take that further, increase my level of understanding. Gonna start watching Money Heist.
Never watched it before.
I watched it, but it didn't grip me. It didn't really pull me in. But for educational purposes, I just have to watch it.
Okay.
What else? Just continue. I think continue reading, and then career-wise, I need to find something, man, because I don't want to go back to uni. I promise, I don't want to go back. Like, I think if I do uni, the way my mind is about uni now is just literally, like, I need something to bring in a considerable amount of money.
Yeah.
And if the highest earning thing I can get is my entry-level graduate job, which would be on average 24K to 25 or something like that. All right, cool. I'll go uni. But if I find something like that between now and uni, however it may be, then I'm just gonna stick with that and then go through. Because I just need income. Then after that, it's up to me what I do with that money.
Then there's passive streams. That's what we're aiming for.
Passive streams.
Of income.
Poku Banks 101.
Fuck
Passive
banks, yes.
income.
Boy, Pocky Banks.
Yep. I don't want to be broke too, fam. I'm tired. Like, that's another thing. I just want to be financially good, fam. Like, I'm tired of being broke. Like, just in general.
That's stress.
Not even that I came from a poverty background. Just, it's just like, financially, I just want to be decent, innit? Like, because I don't buy the hype of everyone's a millionaire on Twitter. Like,
No, but
man.
I think it's one of them ones that I think it's like a rite of passage to be broke during uni for a lot of people.
No.
No,
It's
because
not
deeper.
fun.
I've spoken to like some of my older cousins, or even listened to some podcasts. Every man's been broke during uni. Because I don't think this is the time for us to have it all together.
It's a life lesson, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I just don't think uni's like. For me, it's like I want to get my shit together, but I'm also don't put this massive expectation that this is the time I need to have everything together. Man needs to have,
Exactly.
Nah.
man needs to have
This
a
is the
whip
best
right
time.
now.
This is actually the best time for you to be broke. When you don't have crazy responsibility
Yeah.
upon to do anything other than to take care of yourself.
While you know student finance,
While
is
student
still
finance is
coming.
still backing you.
No, but the way I think now is like, yeah, but when you leave, you don't just suddenly have it together. So you need to build the foundation somewhere.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then
I
you still
know,
learn that. You can learn that while you're in.
Yeah, so for me, it's like I have to have it. I have to start getting on top of it now. Like, you can't really afford not to, because you can't wait too late to be like, well, uni's over. Guess I should start getting my shit together now. But because then the way someone described our age now is like, this is puberty part 2. Only this time, the consequences of your actions in this period you'll feel later. Like when you went to puberty earlier, like you were messing around. Your diets were probably worse than they are now. Like you were eating, you recovered from it. This age now, all the drinking, the poor dietary habits, all that stuff. Yeah, we'll feel this when we're 30, fam. We're just young enough to be active, but. And then our financial decisions too. We'll all feel the repercussions of this when we're older.
I know. For me, it's like
this is the age to start building good habits, fam.
I know. I just think for me, it's like it's okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't be building foundations or nothing. That I agree with, innit? But I just think it's okay if you haven't. This is the age where it's okay to not have it all together.
But you need to be actively building.
Like yeah, exactly. You can be actively building towards something better.
Yeah, that's what I tell my sister, but she won't listen unless it's on TikTok, fam. These kids today, they don't take anything in.
You're always talking about this because your sister don't watch podcast. I'm gonna send this to your sister.
No, you don't need to send it to her, fam. Unless it's on TikTok, she won't hear it. I'm telling you, you need to be building your foundation.
What were you doing when you were her age, Tav?
Doing nothing, fam. Wasting my time.
There we go, bro.
No, but they want to be doing.
Were you listening to people that were trying to chat to you and tell you shit?
I didn't have no one telling me shit.
No, that's what they always say. You had people telling you shit.
I
man.
didn't. I didn't.
Taff,
I didn't.
Taff, you probably just were.
There was no Pokemon. There was no Pokemon in my.
Nah, what's it called? I just think it's okay to not have it all sorted out yet. Like, man, because big man, you can as long as you're trying to move forward, you're good.
man.
You're good.
Exactly.
As long as you're trying
nice.
to move forward, you're good.
No one's telling you to take large strides. Small steps are fine.
You don't need to be passing the finish line right now, bro.
Exactly.
Big man, we're 21 years old, you know.
And this is the age where you either build your foundation or you break it, fam. Simple.
But just to say that, 21, I know we're still young.
yeah.
The average, what's the average lifespan of a man in the UK? Like 81.
Yeah.
That's the core of our lives. Just saying.
What does that
We
mean?
still got 3 quarters left.
That's
What do you mean you still got 3/4 left? I'm don't listen to these man now. They're veering off. I'm telling you,
That's a lot.
Start as soon wherever you are in this video, yeah. Build your foundation because it doesn't happen overnight, fam. It happens through small steps of progress. You get me? Like even at uni, it's not even cute to be broke like that, fam. Like it's disgusting.
I'm not gonna lie. You're not leaving your yard if you're at uni.
Exactly.
For me, I don't go nowhere, bro.
It's tough.
81.
You can't eat your food, fam. Your friends are going to play outside in club, and you're staying at home because you can't afford
it's
it.
not good.
It's dead. And for anyone that doesn't know, Poker Banks is a young financial guru. That's the joke. Yeah.
It's Pocky Banks, baby.
But yeah, man, I just want to continue what I'm doing, and I'll always if something comes up, I'll add something to the list of things.
Oh, this year,
Yeah.
this summer, I'm gonna enjoy. I think I remember last time I went on holiday just for me to go on a holiday. Not on holiday to visit family. Not on holiday to do that. I want to go on holiday to enjoy. I want to spend my summer this year enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I want a lad holiday, can't lie.
Like,
A what?
A lad holiday.
A lad holiday. Yeah.
like I know I'm going. That's why things. I'll still have a job because hopefully if I do end up doing my masters, because if I have the strength to do my masters, I'm making sure that's a January start. I'm gonna have an extended summer holiday this year, and I will enjoy myself because more time I realized that I always spend summer holidays just my money, always working, or even the past few years, that kind of trying to prep for my future. I was working in a garage, so I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna be 21 forever.
Yeah.
So I need to enjoy this shit while I can.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think from what I've read, or just my experience. So I said I read like over 30 books, and it's a good and bad thing in that you have a lot of knowledge. However, it's an information overload in that there's going to be contradicting opinions in what you read.
Yeah.
So it's good. That's also good in where you don't skew yourself one way to have one certain type of mentality, that you balance yourself in a different way. In that, I think a good quote that stood out for me where I could have been going like one direction, because the thing is about my sister, we're on two different sides of the thing, She's on the enjoyment side of the spectrum. I'm on the frugality side now, or recently adopted the frugality side.
Tough, your sister's 18.
So?
Okay.
You can't be doing enjoyment 24/7. Wait,
Taff, we were doing enjoyment 24/7.
and it was wrong.
No, it was right. Taff, I'm
wrong.
not gonna lie. No,
Taff.
Taff,
What fruits?
Taff,
Where are the
Taff,
fruits of
Taff,
our labor?
Taff, is your
where are the
fu-
fruits of
Taff,
our
is
labor?
your
It's not
future-
labour. There's
Pockets are empty.
no, but
Pockets
then
are empty, fam.
there's no fruit of your labour
I'm
because there
tired.
was no labour, Taff.
It was labor. Do you know what's sad? See, all the money you've earned, like the HMRC revenue shows you all the money you've earned in it.
That's why you don't look.
Exactly. All that money you've earned, Mo, how much of it do you have today?
That's not what it's about.
All the money I've earned, where is it now? All spent down the toilet, flushed, fam.
Okay,
Hold on, let me finish. Let me
Taff,
finish what
Taff,
I'm
you
saying.
be
Let me
man,
finish
you
what
be
I'm
man.
saying. It was a beautiful quote
Guru
too.
Taff,
You-
man. Guru Taff is
You
back.
let me go on a tangent, but
Go on your tangent, bro.
But yeah. So the less you eat, the less you drink, the less you party, the less you go out and do art, the less you express your life, the greater your alienation. You get me? Where it's like you'd have a lot of wealth if you don't go out, drink, hang out with friends, spend money. You'd have a lot of money.
What
But-
are you using the money for?
Exactly, the greater alienation, because you're just some guy that spends his time in his room, not doing anything, just stacking up money, and then your life will end. And what have you done? Stacked up a lot of paper. You get me? So it just reminded me to like express my life more and like buying stuff that I like, clothes, like things that I think look cool. So I'll buy some clothes because that's just me expressing myself. Like when I buy a top, a jacket, or anything like that, or when I go out to eat, or just out in it, just to express my life. So I'm trying to maintain the balance. And in that word balance, I wanted to. This is an idea I had where I could visualize my balance. So check this out, where it's basically I get that balancing thing,
Like the weighing scales.
the weighing scale, yeah. So I get a weighing scale and I get some chip tokens, yeah. So every time I do something on the enjoyment side, I put it down on the scale. Every time I do something on the frugality side, I put it down on the scale. So I can visualize the balance of my life, essentially. So if I'm doing too much enjoyment, I'll see that, the frugality side, and maybe check that part.
Yeah.
And if I'm being too frugal, I'll see that the enjoyment side is gone. And then in myself, I'll see. So I can visually see what's going on. And maybe reset it every month or something like that. But yeah, it's an idea I have. I'll work it out.
That's a smart thing, to be honest. Just to make sure you actually keep your shit in check.
Yeah.
But listen, if you're 18 and listen, enjoy yourself, brother. Like, hold on.
She's not even 18. She's 19.
Don't allow your sister, bro. Fucking
I did allow her. I didn't say anything.
Allow this
I didn't say
girl.
anything. I did allow her.
Because we were still fucking around when we were 19 as well. So I don't know. What
And it was wrong, Tom.
Listen.
Jesus.
Listen. It's one of them ones. In my opinion, the more you age, like let's say like fun is up here when you're younger, work is up here, like it's slowly going here. At some point, it's gonna hit this
Microphone.
level. Sorry, my bad. I was trying to do the thing, but at some point, shit's gonna end up being levels. Yeah. All right. I think we might even be. I think we're quite close to that point right now as well ourselves. Or I'm up to.
I don't know if I can say that.
I think we're getting close to the point.
Where are you? Work, fun.
In terms of what I need to do or what I am doing.
What you need to do.
Which one? Oh, which one is work? This is work?
Yeah.
What about what you do? It's okay. It's okay.
You don't need to visualize that shit. Cut that bit out. Put that
I'm not gonna lie. And it's not, it will get to a point where, like, for the majority of people, like obviously we have our outliers, people that do so well early on, so they don't have to work later on. But for the majority of people, it's gonna hit a point where you hit that level, and then it's gonna start being worth more to play. Yeah. And you look back at the point where you could play more.
Exactly.
And you didn't. I'm not saying move mad and ignore your work completely. That's just completely irresponsible.
Yeah.
But enjoy while you can, because again, you won't be young. Big man, I'm not going to be 21 again.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be 21 again.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't I enjoy while I'm 21? 'Cause I'm going to look back when I'm 40. Even if I have enough money when I'm 40, I'm going to be fucking tired.
Yeah.
Your body won't be able to do the same
I
thing.
won't be able to drink the way I drink now.
Like if you cut away like when you're elderly and when you're super young, like this time we have in this current state we're in is very short, and we should just appreciate and do the most of it. And I think this year as well, due to all the reading and stuff, like I had that awakening where I was like, oh, like I had the realization that I'm gonna die, like, but I didn't deep it, as in like. I cared, like, you care so much about anything, like just random stuff, that doesn't matter, people's opinions or thoughts on, like, what should I do this, should I wear that, should I go here, should I be there, like, bro, you're gonna die, like, you don't have time to do this, like, you don't have time to care about what other people think, you get me? Even, like, the TikTok stuff, like, that was just lack of consistency, but I'm not shy about it, like, whether people are gonna laugh at me or not, it doesn't matter, because like, as in, it literally all goes back to I'm going to die. Like, it's not like I don't have time to waste thinking about what people think about me, which then had the awakening, like, why, like, I came out of uni because I was like, I'm not even doing this course for myself. And then it's like, I'm wasting this time now, as in, like, I don't know what would happen, but I'd like to be, like, because I could literally go tomorrow and I won't even know. Like, no one knows. So I just want to be in a position where whatever I'm doing, in that moment, I want to know that I was doing something that I wanted to do. You get me? Because like you can literally go at any moment. Virgil Abloh went and he went out doing what he loved. Like he was doing fashion. Like he was battling cancer for 2 years, and in that time he was still doing shows, still going out. Because he knew like if I go, I'm doing something I loved. You get me? Like he wasn't wasting his time. Like that's why I'm like sometimes if people want to please their parents, like you can please your parents, but when they're gone, it's just you and your decisions, fam. Like, that's what I deeped. Like, it's just you and that's it. Everything you made, like, there's no one to pat you on the back to say, well done, you did the thing I wanted. Like, you're literally gonna do something for people's temporary happiness, or so that they can brag about you to some random aunties and uncles you don't know, and then you're gonna resent them. But guess what? They're not here for you to even get your resentment, fam. So you're just gonna be angry and bitter, and you take it out on your kids. You get me? Like it's long. Like, you don't want to be in that position where you're talking about, I want my kids to chase their dreams because my parents didn't let me, fam. Like, I think that's sad. You get me? Where people are, and you got people my age talking like that, like, I want my kids to do. They're like, bro, there's still time for you to do that, where you're not, trying to get that chip off your shoulder, off your back, where it's like, my parents never did this, so you lot are gonna have a better upbringing than me. So like, bro, I'm telling you, man, life's too short to not do what you want to do.
I just think the majority of us in the first world, it's like we have this. It's one of them ones that we're told that we have this boulder on our back, for all, and we just think, and with everyone, let's say we have this backpack on with hella rocks in it, and we're told from the beginning we can never take it off, and someone has taken the lock off that so now we could take it off if we wanted to now, but because we've never been allowed to, because we've always been told we can't take it off, we don't realize that we can. Because like, just say that lock is our parents, or whoever's raising you, I guess. That lock on our backpacks,
or just societal norms in general.
Just societal norms. That lock on our backs is our parents. That lock has now been taken off without any of us knowing. And if you don't try to take it off, you will live with that weight on you for the rest of your life.
Or even unplugging from the matrix, fam, of the whole matrix of what you should do. Because as humans in general, anything that sticks out from the norm, will always like reject it to some degree, or will shy away from anything that deviates from the norm. So the norm being, a lot of people go to university, so people that don't go to university might have a certain stigma attached, like, where if some people will be like, oh wow, they don't go uni, okay, like they're probably stupid, like, or something like that, or they get underestimated, or there's a certain shame for not going to uni or failing uni. And then there are the expectations of where you should be in life when you compare your peers and assessors. Like, because we want to stay in the group, right, you're going to have to move along with the group, which is keeping up with the Joneses. If your neighbor gets a car, you might get a new car as well, so that you fit in. You get me? So if other people around you are going uni, you're going to want to go uni, so you fit in with your circle. And when you don't fit in, the group might look at you a certain way, and you might look at yourself a certain way because you're not fitting in. So for me, it's just learning to just unplug from that and just be like, I'm just going to do whatever I want, regardless what people say. And sometimes those people, we see them as the outliers or like the bums, like to the point where I now understand the hippie that doesn't really do anything, or like he just chills. There's this one guy that goes on TikTok and he literally goes into a river and he's playing calypso music on some steel drums, and that's just what he does with his life. Like, he's happy, like he's not normal. And the guy's like, I studied psychology in some top university in America, and here I am fucking doing calypso and stuff like that, because at some point he probably clocked like, what's it all for? Like, it's not that deep. You get me? And another thing I deeped was, there's no rush. Like, there's literally no rush. I deeped that at 18, you could go prison for 5 to 10 years, come out, still go uni, make a career for yourself, make a life for yourself. So why not just take a little risk here and there? Because if it flops, we still got time to just, fall on the backup plan.
Now,
like, there's no rush.
Now, saying that, leave your sister the fuck alone, bro.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
No, but
she still needs finances for all this. That's the thing. You want to be enjoyment, but there needs to be money in the pocket, fam.
I don't know. I just think, because we're always told that uni is the time for us to figure out our lives.
Yeah.
But one thing it took a while for me to realize that you don't need to graduate to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could really go to uni and just decide, this life ain't for me, and cut. Because most times people think, oh, you meant to go to uni, graduate to figure out what you want to do. Big man, you don't need to graduate to do that. You really don't.
What you need is a 9 to 5 and a gap year, fam. Simple.
No, I mean, like, you can even come to uni. Big man, if you need to drop out, you can drop out. That's it. Again, as long as you're moving forward, as long as you want better for yourself, and you try for better for yourself, and that better might not even be better financially. You might even take a lesser job just because you enjoy it more.
Yeah. And obviously, it's not the same for the people that can go. The thing is, it's easy to say, you know, don't care what your parents say, but there are people in situations where their parents are like, if you don't do medicine, you're not our son. Leave this house.
Welcome to the life.
If you don't go to university, you have been disowned. You're not our daughter. Leave this house. Like, there are people that face that decision, and they will be those miserable, bitter people where it's like, my parents never let me do all that stuff. Like, and then they'll be left in careers that they hate, and that's peak for them. Like, I don't really know what to say for those people, you know. Like, you can't just say run away from home. Like, yeah, it's not that easy for some people. I generally don't know, but for those that can, you know, try.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, it's been a good episode.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry
almost
to
some-
leave
I think-
on a somber note.
Wait, what's our
Oh
long?
no, I've got a happy note.
What's our longest episode been? Just out of curiosity.
This will definitely be our longest.
Nah.
What was that-
Probably
what-
our early episodes.
Like,
are
no,
longer.
what was the last New Year's? How long was that? Because I know that one's quite long as well.
No.
Our last New
No,
Year's.
I'd have to go
episode.
back to Spotify. But the news I wanted to share, someone we did a Ask a Student with. Actually, our first Ask a Student was with Christina Elia. She has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
She recently reached 2K.
Oh, really?
2K subscribers on YouTube.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
yeah, so congratulations,
Congrats, my
Mr.
guy.
Christina. So yeah, she's
Yeah.
just celebrating now on Instagram. I just saw it. So I just want to say congratulations.
Congratulations to the
But yeah.
2K. And that's someone else, you know, start the YouTube channel, helps out a lot of people with her content.
Yeah, if you do medicine, you should definitely take a look over there.
Yeah.
But if you do medicine, will you really be at the end of this video? I don't know.
Probably.
That's my sister, mate.
Medicine people. That man drinks like monsters.
True. What time are we on now?
We're on like an hour and 56, bro.
Yeah, we're close.
So like, let's say an hour and 50, taking out the
We've
first 6
definitely
minutes.
done maybe 2 hours.
No,
You
our
think so?
last New
I
Year's,
feel like we cut
our
them.
last New Year's one was what's it called? 49 minutes.
49, yeah, okay, fair enough. I think we did an episode so long it had to be 2 parts.
That's true. We've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that one we ended with Lee, and I'm pretty sure that was the common, bro.
No. There's another
Oh no, I've got an hour and 32 minutes. If you're not buying the product, you are the product.
I don't know what we were talking about there.
No, that was you know when we did that, you had us watch that flipping documentary on Netflix. It was about
Oh, the social media
the
one.
social media thing.
Yeah.
And how
yeah,
they're
yeah.
selling so much to you,
Yeah.
or they're selling your information.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's what it was about.
That was a hefty one. So
Yeah, that's true. Remember that, fam. Not buying the product, you are the product.
Shit, looking at these episode names is just weird, fam.
remember the hypergamy one?
Yeah.
We didn't release that on video, bro. Cause I remember that we couldn't record. I don't know why we couldn't record that one in my
We
yard.
recorded the hypergamy
No.
one at ours.
Cause I remember, cause we had hadn't we start? Have we started recording video by then or no?
No. Well, that
'Cause-
was when we used the cardboard.
'Cause I know we had. Listen, I wish we had a video
That
of
PDF tape.
No, because
I do.
No,
He
no,
does it.
of-
I
no,
posted
no,
it.
no, not a video of that one. A video of that. Do you remember? Because that was the one we recorded with Will. We didn't even
Yeah.
use your table. There was a cardboard.
Yeah.
No, there was that plank of wood.
Yeah.
Two chairs facing each other. The plank of wood is on there. The microphone stands clamped to
True.
the plank of
That
wood.
setup was
I-
mad.
It was disgusting.
That was a
Dirty. Hey, man.
We've roughed it out.
We have. If you believe in what you want to do, then you'll go
Honestly.
the man.
Honestly, the power's in your hands, people. Set your own resolutions if you're down to. If you're not down to, don't do it. Don't stress yourself out. Don't ever kill yourself for what you want to do. What you want to do in life. It's never worth it. Your life is worth a lot more. Unless you're a menace, in which case we'll happily see you off. But this has been Sliders Podcast.
Yes, sir.
done.
I've been your host, forever your host, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Before you do your outro, make sure you. Do we do an outro before or after I say that shit? Pretty sure we do it before.
I mean, surely you should know about
Oh,
it.
no, we do it after. My bad. But what's it called? Anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come on, thank you for following us throughout this year. We really appreciate it and all that. Again, make sure you share. Thank you for them. What was it? 28 listeners that follow us regularly.
Yeah, it's 28.
The red is
No, it's just the battery warning. Battery warning. It's a battery warning.
okay.
It has to be battery warning. It has to be battery warning.
Hey, for the people that listen on the audio, right now we don't know if the camera's still
Like we're
rolling.
looking at camera. We look at camera in Is it still recording?
How about we wrap this up
Yeah.
and we see what's going on back there?
I'm scared, brother.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to do the outro. Then have to.
Does it just turned off?
I mean, if the outro,
No, because can you see like the top?
There's a battery, it's the
there's
battery
still like the
thing.
red thing.
All right, let's not
battery
waste
thing.
time then.
Okay, anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on everything, all Spanish streaming platforms, TikTok and Instagram. Like the page on Facebook.
yes, sir.
Anything else?
It's been Who's Tough. You found that on the pod again, aka the champion. And we slid into the new year in style.
Hold on. Actually, I can't remember. Sorry, my bad. Continue.
And the momentum's killed.
Like Tav said, we slid into the new year in style,
Come on.
and we'll be sliding out.
In style.
Wait, hold on. That was right to say hold on because I haven't done my outro.
All right, that's peak, fam.
No, hold on.
What
Hold on.
outro?
Sit there. No, anyway,
What
I'm
outro?
Wait, I know you said your name. You said Tab.
Why didn't
don't
you say
stop
your
the fucking
name?
Video.
I'm looking. I mean, it's still recording.
Is that still recording?
It's just a battery warning, right?
Oh, what's your battery on then?
Mostly 20%.
I don't want to slide it.
It's battery,
Oh, don't
20%
worry,
or less.
don't worry about it,
20%.
20%.
Anyway,
Anyway,
more
yeah.
than 20%.
Anyway,
It's at least 20%.
Anyway, I've been your boy, Lumberjack Man, Demo's there, man on the streets, chopping things. Your boy Tom, and sliding out.